Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody back to the Esports County Scrims. I'm your host for this evening's proceedings, Ganksy. And we've got quite a lineup tonight. Just having a quick squiz at the list. We've got Nova, 628, Stalwart Esports, Furious Gaming, next RUYA Gaming, Team Secrets in the house tonight. Oh, I'm excited to see the boys from Malaysia perform. That's going to be great. We've got 1907 FENERBAHÇE, NATUS, VINCERE, Navi. We've got S2G Esports, NIGMA Galaxies in the house tonight. Let's go, baby. I'm very excited to see NIGMA Galaxy in here. We've got the Bigetron, Red Aliens, EVOS, LIVESCAPE, DS Gaming, ONIC Esports, DEWA United, Bigetron, and IHC. So a couple of Mongolian teams tonight. It's gonna be very sweaty as per usual. So I hope you're all having a great time. I was just watching the India series actually, and yeah, it's pretty exciting to see these teams. I was thinking as I was watching it, it's going to be good practice for them coming into the PMGC, whichever team does win out on that one. So, and I was checking the schedule for next week. So next week during the week, as PMGC is like Friday, right? It's like next week. It's coming very, very quickly. It is upon us soon. We're going to be having scrims daily, twice a day, I believe. I don't know if I'll be able to cast both of them. I've got other stuff going on, but we'll see how we go. But we're going in those scrims. It's going to be all 16 PMGC teams. So by next week, we're going to have all 16 of the PMGC qualified teams in the scrims. So hope you're as excited as I am for that. It's going to be wild. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's especially since we haven't had teams like Infinity playing every night. We saw 4 rivals last night, but we haven't seen a whole lot of them. So it'll be good. I can't wait for that scrim the first time, when we've got A7 in there. Like, we've got every single PMGC team, including the India team, in a scrim practicing for the global finals, which will be next week. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome. If you're just tuning in now, welcome everybody. This is the Esports County Pro Scrims. I'm Ganksy. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the Esports County channel. This is the home of Pro Scrims. Just want to have a quick look at the channel. I want to see how many subs we're up to. I'll have to quickly mute it. See where they're up to, because trying to get up to 100k subs. Last time I checked, we were about 84. If we could get over 85, that would be awesome, everybody. And I've been getting some big likes as well. Just have a quick read of the chat also. And different that later. So we got a lot of people showing. Somebody wants to be a caster who's Indonesian. Kenta. Kenta, mate. Get in the description of the video and find the Esports County Discord channel, and yeah, go for a staff application, mate. Like, you could be the next Ganksy. You could replace me. Or you could be alongside me if you speak English. Although if you speak Bahasa, like, man, I'm guessing you do speak Bahasa if you're Indonesian. So yeah, it'd be great if we could get a Bahasa stream up. That would be bloody awesome. People are asking, why can't we see A7? Oh mate, I'm asking the same questions as you. Don't worry about that. I am also of the opinion that A7 need to get in here pronto. I would really like to see A7 in these scrims. I'm in the same mind as you, but they will be coming in very shortly. Got some people saying Jimmy OP. Yep, Jimmy from Nova Esports is certainly OP. Some love for Navi in the chat. Some people are saying DS is the best domestic team in Korea. So yeah, DS is a great team coming out of that region. So we got here. Let's go through the chat. You can see on your screen now we've got the point system. I think we're all very familiar with the point system in high-level competitive PUBG Mobile. And as we've discussed previously, you know, if you get once you get up to about 7th place, you really don't get any placement points. So what we tend to see teams doing is going for those kill points. That seems to round it out. Somebody was talking about Red Bull Rebellion. It's not a pro team. Why can they join? Even they are not in. I know they because from my country. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Some love for Nova in the chat too. Okay, so you can see the schedule is up now. We've got Erangel Oz match number 1, followed by Miramar, back to Erangel, back to Miramar again, and then of course Sanhok. And we know how Sanhok is in the Esports County Pro Scrims. It is crazy. It is wild. You've never seen anything like it unless you've tuned in before, and then you certainly have seen something like it. But we had Nova playing in the Sanhok last night, which was great. But you just see some like bulk hot drops. Like there's a lot of hot dropping in Sanhok, so stick around for that because it just tops off the scrims quite nicely to have the madness at the end of Sanhok. But first up, we will be going to Erangel for map number 1. Just got some people saying g'day from Indonesia. Ice Cube. I thought Ice Cube was from Compton in California. Apparently he's in Indonesia these days. How you going? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, NRX is for next RUYA. I'm guessing NRX is next RUYA, right? People say it could be the World Championship. Funny watching other people's team country playing only a few hundred people, and then when the Indians playing 100,000. India's got like, you know, what, 1.5 billion people? So I don't know. It's just I paid attention in maths. I don't know about you, but you know, have you seen RUYA, like the Chinese streaming site? Because China's got like 2.5 billion people. So obviously, you know, when the Chinese teams are playing in the Peacekeeper Elite League, they get quite a few views. Now, if there was like 1 billion Australians, God, I wouldn't want to live in that world. Be no beer left. We'd be in a similar situation if Paradox is playing. So it is pure mathematics there. Damwon Gaming's not playing tonight. I know it sucks. I would like to see Damwon in here. It's good that Team Secret are playing though. I'm pretty stoked for that. I haven't seen Team Secret play in a couple of days, so we've got them in the mix. IHC are playing. In case you're an IHC fan, I'm a bit of an IHC fan. If you haven't been paying attention to all the kind of latest movers and shakings in the esports world, IHC is the team formerly known as Zeus Esports from the previous World Championships, where they came 3rd, and I think it sucks that they weren't able to get into this one, considering they're such a great team. I don't know what happened. I'm sure somebody could explain it to me, but yeah, Zeus not able to qualify, but they will be in the scrims tonight, so we'll be able to see the boys from Mongolia, Godless, Icy, Xyle, and they got a new kid on the team, Alex. And of course, they'll have their countrymen, Stalwart Esports, here as well, who are also or who are qualified for the PMGC this time. So good to see that Mongolia still has, yeah, they're still in it. And considering that it was a Mongolian team, that it was quite an upset last time, you know, that they came third, or they were in first place at one point, like quite close to the end. It was pretty close call there. So yeah, but what we are close to right now is match number 1 on Erangel. As you can see, we are heading over the island, the flight path down from Severny to Ferry Pier. And Ruins, Pachinki, Gatka all in range, as are Rozhok. Even Georgia Pole is certainly in range of the flight path. We have been seeing Na'Vi fighting with ONIC, I believe, in Georgia Pole. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues tonight. And where will Stalwart Esports land? It looks like they're going Yasnaya. So Stalwart Esports have been frequenting Yasnaya Polyana quite often lately. Like it's been yeah, they've been getting right into the Yasnaya. They used to land, you know, only Novo. We did see them go Novo in the past. Looks like Furious Gaming have opted to go to Severny. So this is a new drop. Normally we've seen Furious Gaming landing in Melta. Team Secret, no surprises, are heading up to the Stolba area. That is their location of choice. But we are watching Na'Vi on the left-hand side of the screen landing with, I believe, ONIC in South Georgia. So that fight will continue. And we do have a look at our first circle, which is going to be around Gatka, which is where Nova Esports have landed. 628. They tend to drop around that Primorsk area. And NIGMA Galaxy. Okay, so one of their players has landed at the end of the flight path, which isn't great. But some of their other players have landed in Pachinki because NIGMA Galaxy is playing tonight. Very happy to see that. And they are a Pachinki team. Oh, it's great that we've got the big mini-map up here that with all the teams, mate. When did they start doing this? Hey, the production team is just amazing. Looks like NIGMA is getting in. So there is this Red Bull Rebellion team. Okay, I didn't see. When did this team show up? This is, someone was talking about these guys in the chat, so they're currently fighting NIGMA Galaxy in Pachinki. We've also got, okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, no, don't click on Hamady's out in the water. But it looks like NIGMA's taken a couple of casualties. I'm guessing since Hamady is like somewhere in the South Sosnovska Ocean, that Lord is by himself. Considering the other members of his team have been eliminated very early on in this fight. And so this is the Red Bull Rebellion team. I've never heard of this team before, but that doesn't mean anything. If anyone in the chat could let me know where this team is from, that would be appreciated. But, yeah, Lord's in a predicament here. He's lucky they don't have any nades, because that's kind of how you deal with someone who's on the other side of that wall. It is a tricky position to push into, but you can see they are getting some nades out, and it's going to take Hamady a while to get here. He's going to come up, so you can see how he gets one knock, gets two knock, almost gets three. That's incredible. Now this nade, if it lands, and he's tracking him with it. And, oh, he's not able to get the confirm with that nade. So, that's going to allow Lord to heal up. Gio's going to go for the reset. Pick up his squad mate. As Lord starts pushing in. And Lord, he's got a smoke. That's basically all he's got. But he can, you know, he can use that smoke to kind of just put a bit more pressure. He sees that one player has jumped out. He's going to go swing around, take him out with the... Goes for the drop shot too. That was quick, but it's not quick enough for Okiazura. Okiazura getting the flush there onto Lord, and Enigma Galaxy is eliminated in 17 position, taking the wooden spoon there in game number 1 of the Esports County Pro Scrims. So this Red Bull Rebellion team that we've all heard so much about, they're not too bad at the game actually, as it seems, taking out one of the stronger teams in the lobby and taking them out in their hometown of Pochinki. Meanwhile, in South Georgia Pole, the battle of Na'Vi versus ONIC continues. We've seen these teams fighting here many times. They're both committed to it, and it's like Na'Vi's in quite a wide spread around this area. I'm interested to see how they play this one out actually, because they've got somebody in the water. Like Tixie's come out of the drink. He's well armed. He's got a barrel and a Tommy gun, so looks like he may have swum around there from crates, and he's looking to push in. Now, I don't think any team would ever, like, there's no way that ONIC would expect a player to come in from this angle. Like it's not possible. Meanwhile, down at Farm, we've got FENERBAHÇE and BIGETRON Red Aliens in a skirmish. Looks like Zuxy's able to get revived. Luxy, though, picks up a nice knock on a Nox bomb. Almost able to catch Antidote and Dokkan Machinist. They run up the stairs, and Micro Boy catches them on the top floor. Oh, High Boy, sorry about that. It's High Boy, it's a new and improved Bigetron. Dokkan Machine doing a good job on the defense here. He is the last remaining player, so he's in a 1v2 with Luxy and High Boy, and down goes FENERBAHÇE, 16th position. And Kitsune has pulled up as well from this angle. I'm guessing, since I can't see Tixie may have been taken out, as Matic is on the hill. Yes, that is confirmed. Tixie has been removed from the lobby, so Na'Vi only playing as a 3-man now, as they're pushing in onto Team ONIC in the apartments. Kitsune just setting a few, seeing if he can chunk down some damage. He is able to take one of the players down to half HP while he waits for the rest of the team to arrive, as Miku's able to get a knock from the back alley. And that's going to be a confirmed 2 onto Nick. Kitsuno's winding one up. That's not going to land. Cleon is separated from the team. Matic is going to be preventing the cross. Leon might be able to catch Matic out as well. Looks like there's a fair bit of smoke here at the moment. Leon is going to get on the top floor of the building, so he's going to get on the roof. That's going to give him angles, possibly onto Matic, actually. If Matic starts walking along that roof, I like what Leon's doing here. Matic still has a good angle. Oh, he's fallen off. He needs to go back to roof school. That could have been a moment of greatness there for him. And the nade does land, so that's Rossi down. Brenky's still up. Brenky's going to have to make something happen here. That Molotov, though, helped. And Leon now on the roof. And that's Na'Vi done and dusted. So basically what happened there was ONIC deployed a defensive Molotov cocktail on the stairs. Kitsune and Miku ran straight through it. That took them out of the picture. Leon managed to get back on the roof, and he took out Matic as well. So that's Na'Vi done and dusted. That was a great play there from ONIC. Really good stuff there from the Indonesian PMPL team. Now we can see LIVESCAPE making moves into the north of the circle. They're just coming into North Georgia Pole now from Zaki, I would assume. Now, IHC, this is actually IHC Youth. This isn't squad we were talking about previously. They're pushing up onto next RUYA. And yeah, Yekta was about 1 HP off that nade, so he will fall, as Coda, Frozen, and the rest of next RUYA will be swiftly retreating from the situation. Farhad getting the confirm. That's going to be first kill on the board for the IHC youth team. As there is a team behind them though. They're going to have to be careful. Somebody may have heard those shots and could look to third party, as teams are all now rotating towards Quarry, I believe. I still haven't had a good idea of where the zone is. It does look like 628 are pulling up in this area, so chasing down the members of Red Faces. We're actually caught out by S2G, one of the Turkish teams from the PMGC West Division, who are currently on top of the hill. Now, considering there's teams taking station up in these positions, I'm going to hazard a guess and say that we're looking at a quarry zone, ladies and gentlemen. It was Sunan's rocking the SLR, not landing any shots. I have seen some of these Chinese teams hit some pretty crazy shots on vehicles with the SLR before though, so it is a good weapon. As we all know, it does the 79 damage headshot. One of the highest damage output weapons that you can find outside of a crate. As S2G, well, they know where 628 are, so they want to try and see if they can get some better angles. Their positioning is very aggressive here, and with 2 kills already in the early game, looks like that's going to be their play style. As you can see in the kill feed, Pika has managed to get a knock onto ONIC, which means Stalwart Esports are possibly about to engage with ONIC on the rotation. Looks like Stalwart Esports, who landed in Yasnaya, are now pushing into Georgia Pole and Hospital, which is going to mean they're going to crash right into Nova Esports as they run them over. Oh wow, that was insane gameplay from Nova. I mean, Dinosaurs he's going to push it too. He knows that there's players knocked. Is he going to push it? I don't know if he should, but that was crazy. They someone's asking if we can lower the game volume. Yeah, we can lower that. It's not a problem. I always open to suggestions for the audio settings. Let me know if it's too low and you want it up, and let me know if it's not working and you're just taking the piss. But it looks like LIVESCAPE are pushing in now onto Stalwart Esports. That was an incredible push though, getting the run over onto Paraboy. Paraboy would have just been it was like he just sat down, right? Like, there was not much they could do in that situation. Stalwart Esports just wanted it more. Okay, so the Molotovs are going in. That's going to zone them out of that particular section, and they'd be well placed to just start putting some nades in there. In fact, Top appears to be sitting on the balcony. Excellent reverse frag though out onto Dinosaurs, and I'd say yeah, they're just going to come out and start cleaning LIVESCAPE up. You can see Audrey is being pushed back here. He's just in a ditch. The remaining members of Nova, they're going to shift up center zone. It's actually shifted all the way up to Georgia Pole, and there's actually a fair chunk of circle in the water. So multiple knocks on the side of Stalwart. Looks like Scry is down. Peak has been eliminated. It's unlikely Scry's going to get picked up. In fact, it's nigh on impossible. But they've got 6 kills so far, so they're definitely fragging today. And it looks like 628. They're currently on 3 kills as LIVESCAPE have been eliminated. Looks like Yuyang's been able to spot out Bigetron Red Aliens as Liquid takes a knee, as they are on the opposing hillside. And Bigetron look to move into defensive positions. They're going to go for the revive. Luxy doesn't have a lot. I mean, Zuxi. Sorry, it's hard to read the letters sometimes. Zuxi doesn't have a whole lot of cover, and he's trying to make the best of a bad situation there. As here at the George Pole containers, you can see next RUYA passing by Furious Gaming, but Zuxi has been spotted by Sunan. I mean, he just didn't have enough cover to really make something happen there. The nade goes in to get the confirm. But yeah, there's no way that they're picking Zuxi up. They have managed to get Liquid up, and Luxy and Liquid are now starting to rotate around. I mean, the play for them in this situation is probably to go for the gatekeep, as 628 are running on limited vehicles. And you can see that Bigetron are holding up at that hill with the overlook position. Meanwhile, IHC youth team trying to hold off a push from next RUYA as Farhad gets caught out by Coda. They've still got Rambo and Hustler up on the hilltop there. As that was a nice 1v1 trade there. Both parties involved taking damage. Frozen though hits the deck as Apex is winning that trade, and looks like he's got a nade ready to go. And there's a lot of teams with eyes on this engagement. And that nade from Apex was solid. That lands, and that's going to eliminate next RUYA from the lobby. So they go out in 12th position. Excellent stuff there from the Mongolian IHC youth team. Meanwhile, at the edge of circle, team has been fairly quiet so far in game number 1 is going to be Team Secret from Malaysia. We were just mentioning before that we hadn't seen them in the scrims yesterday, but we've got them in here today, and great to see Team Secret here. And we'll have to see what they do tonight. They've been very dominant in the league stages of the PUBG Mobile Global Championships. One of the strongest teams coming out of the Southeast Asia region. As we've got a good look at the circle cam now, and it is shifting further and further north. Now, there's a chunk of South George in it, and then there's those couple of hills to the west of Hospital. Nova's got a compound just across from Hospital. It's unlikely Zone's going to continue going there. You can see that APG are currently holding a couple of spots in Zone. They're actually hedging their bets in here. They're holding a pretty wide area of land, and that's going to make things difficult for teams like S2G to push through and make their way into circle. They may even have to just run across the run along the beach front there. See Furious Gaming also gatekeeping as they're able to take out one of the members of Team Secret. As looks like Furious Gaming are pushing into, or is this Red Bull Rebellion? I'm just trying to see. It is Red Bull Rebellion's pushing into Nova Esports. Nova Esports just currently cleaning them up as King has been taken down. Looks like Jimmy is actually the last player left. As they he's not super sure. He's got to figure out where they are and just lob a nade in there. He's able to get one with a nade. He correctly identified the location of that player. And he's going to toss another one up the stairs. That's not going to land. He might be able to get it up the other side. Yeah, he's going to go straight for that door. And I'm guessing that nade just eliminated them, because he looks like he got both of them there. Yeah, he got all 3 of them. How did he get all 3 of them with a nade? Jeez, go Jimmy. What a legend. Happy birthday, Jimmy. That was great play there. It looks like Team Secret may have just been eliminated as well. I'm not sure if they've got any other players standing still. No, they go out in 10th position to the Bigetron Red Aliens. And yeah, they're moving their way at the beach. You can see that S2G is also currently on the beachfront here as APG held that position in circle, able to gatekeep teams. Looks like Savin's not going to be able to get picked up, and Jimmy's just, yeah, he's dominating right now. How many kills is he on? He's on 3 kills. Action currently sitting at the top of the kill leader board. Liquid, he's going to have to go into the prone position here and just blow up the buggy to give him some cover. As 628 currently in a compound engagement with last remaining player of Furious Gaming, who go out in 9th position. And Yu Yang there picking up the Grenadier title. Circle is about to shift again. We've got about 30 seconds on the clock. Teams now opting to make rotations. We've got the IHC youth team currently holed up in Hospital, as they are so far outside of the blue they will have to make some moves into the circle. Jimmy's currently by himself. You can see him just out of the corner of your eye, and he's going to have to make a move in. It's going to be a mad dash. I think a lot of these teams are probably just going to go for like the very few buildings that remains, because there is that hill which you could see IHC Youth playing around, I guess, but it does leave them incredibly exposed to other parts of the circle. Oh, some nice shots there from Kelsey. As you can see, BIGETRON still rotating along the beach. They may even go in. He's gone in the drink for a swim as well. There's yeah, Liquid is taken out there. He gets flushed. Looks like Jimmy's just... Oh, he's gone for that hill there. That's actually a nice little spot. That's going to give him some cover. Although it looks like Brenke could have an angle on him if he's not careful. But Jimmy knows what he's doing. It's 6-8 now, pushing up on APG. Knocks either side. Looks like the IHC Youth team are getting involved in this fight as well. There's ONIC also engaging. So Yu Yang Sunan have both taken the knee. And Dayoshi's going to be on revive duty as the reset comes through on both sides. In fact, he's just going to push through and just try and finish it. He knows there's a revive in play. That was a real smart play there from Dayoshi. A lot of players would have just went for the revive, but he correctly picked up that the other team was in the middle of a revive, and there was a pretty good opportunity to just eliminate them, because he knows that, you know, once he gets the first reset, he's going to have IHC to worry about. Although they are currently in the scopes of ONIC as well. As Dayoshi's trying to surmount a defense here. He goes down, and that's going to be 6-8 eliminated as well. As domination goes to IHC Youth. They're on 9 kills so far. Blue Zone at their backs. They've got a little bit of cover to work with. It's Zone just screws everyone, goes to the middle. STALWART Esports still in it. Action sitting on an incredible amount of damage. I think he's playing as a solo. Jimmy still in the mix as well. And S2G with only 2 players. Yeah, Action's still having a ball, but look at where Circle is. It is in an open field. There is literally no cover for these teams. I mean, it's basically just going to be an absolute bloodbath when these teams have to rotate in, because nobody's going to have any hard cover whatsoever. Like ONIC don't have any. There are some like slight ridges to play around. There could be, you could get vehicles involved. Yeah, Jimmy will go out, so that's Nova Esports out in 6th position. But good effort there from Jimmy, considering the rest of his team have been taken out. Likewise with Action, you know, playing quite well as solos there. So that's Stalwart Esports eliminated with 7 kills in 5th position. So good points on the board for Stalwarts. And Luxy also removed. So that's BIGETRON out in 4th position. And which just means it's just going to be S2G, ONIC, and IHC Youth remaining. IHC trying to figure out a way of procuring some hard cover. They've got some trees involved, some vehicles in play, as do ONIC and S2G. In fact, I think S2G Kelsey might have a tiny bit of... He's actually got a little bit of room in the compound. And that, if he's... Yeah, oh, mate, it was one tap. And he's going to hit the other one too. I don't think he realises that there's 2 players in there. He's got angles on everything right now. If he had another player in here, they'd be able to end the game. Yeah, he's causing all kinds of problems. So S2G looking like they could seriously put some hurt into this lobby and take the chicken dinner. As Silas Paul now pushing closer in. As IHC were eliminated in 3rd position with 9 kills, so it's a good kill count for the IHC Youth team. Kelsey's got the SLR, the big dog. Going to be able to do a fair bit of damage with that one, as Silas is going to lob a nade in there. Jeez, if he's able to get a nade close enough, he might have to move a little bit more forward. As seems that ONIC have picked up that there is a player nearby. Circle does go to ONIC. ONIC with all the advantages here, bar one, which is going to be hard cover. Silas, he's actually going to have, he may have to pick up. What's he going to do here? Is he going to go over and loot? Is he honestly, he's going to loot? He must have run, he's getting a bit of a top up. He's run out of ammo. He's also got this UAZ over here. He's just on the edge of zone. He may even just go and try and move the UAZ. Provide a little bit of a distraction. I mean, Kelsey doesn't have a lot of time left. Kelsey's going to have to try and get a knock. Circle is now closing. Kelsey's on the buggy, moving forward into that smoke, which was placed by Silas. So he's gone straight into the smoke. Silas Paw just going to be Silas Pugh, I believe it is. He's just going to be rotating as a snake as Leon moves up. Branky's crossing the road. Rossovi going up in the back line. Nate does take about 20 hit points off Leon. A second one comes in. That's going to chunk him down another 39. Take him just under halfway. As the red zone continues here, you can see Leon and Branky both sporting pink health bars. That Molotov, if that Molotov was a nade, that may have been enough to knock Branky. But yeah, S2G. They're in a risky position here. Silas takes a knee. That nade could land though. Oh, that was a bloody close one. And it is just a 1v3 with Kelsey not able to get it done, but that is going to be winner chicken dinner to ONIC Esports. You can see the stats here for ONIC. They had a total of 9 kills, 1700 damage. Current overall rank is first, considering it is the first game of the series. You can see Rossovi got a single, Branky got a quad, Leon got a triple, and Nick gets a single. Good damage all around. So great kills. So that's a total of 9 kills. Yeah, so it's good kill count for ONIC, and all of the team putting in a fair bit of effort. And they were able to finish out the game with 3 players standing. So great work for ONIC Esports. Good. And we'll look at the damage numbers. And there is one team that stands above the rest, and that's going to be 628 from China with almost 2,000 damage, 10 kills. Stalwart Esports also having some ridiculous numbers, 1,600 damage and 7 kills. ONIC Esports, the winners of game number 1, had 9 kills and 1,700 damage. And so quite a few high kill count teams. You can see the Rebellion Red team, they got 4. Nova got 4. BIGETRON got 6. S2G got 7. So if we look at the head-to-head here, it's actually, these teams are quite similar. It looks like ONIC received a significantly amount more damage with 1,500 damage received. The damage dealt was fairly even. The kill counts are fairly even. The knocks as well, with only 5 points separating these teams in the rankings. People in the chat are saying ONIC is Indonesian, and some people are saying they are Malaysian. Maybe I've got it wrong. Let me check my notes. Where is ONIC? It's Indonesian. That's what it says on the box. So if I'm wrong, let me know. MVP of the match is going to be Action. The Action Man from Stalwart Esports with a total of 4 kills, 939 damage. 2 assists, bit of healing. He's well above average on most of his stats. So great play there from Action from Stalwart Esports. Stalwart, very aggressive team. They did lose some players in the early game, but Action was able to get them into the late game, get some good placement points, and you can see the rest of the top players are going to be Kelsey. How did Kelsey not get the MVP? I mean, Action had the damage, but geez, he's got 6 kills. Kelsey's a beast. 6 kills with 877 damage. Rossovi from ONIC, he only had a single kill, but 700 damage. Apex from the IHC youth team, he gets the 4th position with 3 kills, 590 damage, and Yu Yang rounds it out. So in the overall rankings, it is a pretty linear slope in terms of the points distribution, with ONIC obviously in first, IHC managing to pip S2G at the post to grab second, just based on a couple of extra kill points, and that is considering they are tied for points. So BIGETRON are in 4th, Stalwart Esports are in 5th with 13 points, but it is quite close. I mean, one game would definitely change these standings very quickly. You can see on the second page there, these teams are going to have to put in a bit more work. People are saying ONIC are from Antarctica. I don't think we have any Antarctic teams in the Esports County Pro Scrims or in the PMGC, but we'll see if we can find one. Oh, Kelsey's from Footballist. Cool. Interesting. And LIVESCAPE in last with no points, unfortunately for them. So if we look at the top players, Kelsey's going to have the top kills. Highest damage goes to Action. Timber from S2G gets the longest distance kill with a 254 bomber. Most utilities used is Leon from Team ONIC, which hail from all corners of the globe, according to chat. Kid 5MX from Team Secret had the longest distance travelled, which, if you consider where the circle was, does make a fair bit of sense considering Team Secret land in Stolba. So we can see the match stats here. We had 68 knocks, which resulted in 62 kills. There were 22 revives. The longest distance kill was, of course, the 254 bomber from Timber. Only 2 airdrops were looted and 11 headshots, which is a decent number for headshots. And we had 230 throwables utilised. Now, if you're just joining us now, welcome to the Esports County Pro Scrims. I am Ganksy, your host. These are the proiest pro scrims you could possibly pro at, and we get all the top teams from Asia, top PMPL qualified teams, but we also of course have the PMGC teams, which are practicing for the PUBG Mobile Global Championships, which is only happening next week. So if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and make sure the notification bell is ticked and set to all, and like this stream. It is a way that you can show your appreciation for all the amazing work done by the Esports County team, the production team, as well as the admin team, all these graphics, and statistics that have been made available, and all these teams that the team are able, the admin team are able to organize every day. Like, it's not easy, pulling off an event like this, let alone just doing it on a daily basis like the team have done. So, and they do, they see all this, the likes and stuff on the video. It just shows them your appreciation for the hard work that they've been putting in. But that was game number 1 on Erigul. Up next, we will be having match number 2, which will be on Miramar. Somebody's asking me where I'm from. I'm from Australia. We don't have any. Well, we have one pro team in Australia. We might have 2 one day. Who knows? We don't have any PMGC teams yet, and we don't have a billion people either, which is a good thing. We don't want too many Australians out there, buddy troublemakers. What else have we got in the chat? People saying stalwarts are from Mongolia. It is correct. IHC Gaming and Youth, 2 different teams, is one organisation. Yes, that's correct. Yes, I'm familiar with Hustler and Apex. I know those guys quite well. Hustler's a beast on the Balti. He's a very good sniper, one of the best snipers I've seen. Yeah, so you know Paradox Esports. Yeah, Paradox is a PMPL team from Australia, and Nepal Esports. Yes, I know Yungi. He's an Australian player. So very good. Some love for NIGMA Galaxy in the chat. It is good to see NIGMA Galaxy in here. It wasn't good to see them taken out by the Rebellion Red Bull team. Now, let me know, where is the Rebellion Red Bull team from? I'm going to actually go and check my Wikipedia. Rebellion, oh my god, I need to learn how to spell. Rebellion Red Bull. Alright, but we will go, while I check that, we'll go to a quick break before game number 2, so stay tuned for that. Oh, I had the mic off. Rip. Yeah, thanks, chat. I had the mic off. Sorry about that. I was just saying, welcome back to the Esports County Pro Scrims. And I mentioned, yeah, I know on my thank you everyone for reminding me. My bad. Up on the screens at the moment, we've got the map order: Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok. And ONIC Esports took out game number 1. We've got sound now, right? It's funny though, people tell me I have no sound when I do have sound. Got to start doing that to other casters. But yeah, starting from next week, we are going to be having all 16 of the PMGC qualified finalist teams in the scrims. So make sure you're subscribed for that, because it's going to be crazy. Good sound. Sound is good. Is sound. Got some love for NIGMA Galaxy. Yes, big fan of NIGMA Galaxy. NIGMA Galaxy really surprised me in the... I think I first saw them in the MENA, South Asia PMPL. And yeah, they're an amazing team. So hopefully we'll see more of them in game number 2 on Miramar, which is just starting now as we have entered the plane. And we are looking at our flight path. So we head over Junkyard, Minas Generalis, Graveyard, San Martin, Hacienda del Patron, Crater Fields, El Pozo, all the way up to Ruins. And we know NIGMA Galaxy like to land in El Pozo. Yes, they are from Iraq. Amazing team. And they are good. They are a hot drop team too. That's one thing I like about NIGMA Galaxy. They like hot dropping. So, you know, they land in El Pozo, they land in Pachinki, and they like to land with other teams. Is it Jimmy's birthday? Oh, that's cool. Happy birthday, Jimmy. We'll have to sing happy birthday and Feliz Cumpleaños in the chat. So we've got, looks like there's like 3 teams heading up to El Azahar. That's yeah, I'm keen to see what's going on up in El Azahar. Why everyone's so keen to see to go there. Looks like Navi are going to be heading up towards or just around that Crater Fields area. As on our screen right now, of course, we're going to have Nova versus ONIC. ONIC, the winners of last game. Nova, the winners of the last World Championships. And yeah, ONIC really love fighting Nova here. And it's like Paraboy's taking the knee and instantaneously confirmed. So first blood will go to Nick as throwables are employed. Of course, we've got Jimmy up on the high ground with King and Order down in the valley. So Jimmy hopefully can sing happy birthday to ONIC as he dances on their loot boxes. We'll see how this fight goes down, as Leon is quite separated from the rest of his team, and he's in close proximity to Order and King. It's currently a 4v3 situation at the moment. ONIC have the man advantage. Meanwhile, in Cruz de Val, looks like Team Secret have engaged a team. They do have a kill. I'm guessing that was S2G, so they must have caught S2G on a rotation. But we'll go back to Minas Generalis. I think they were 2 of the teams. I think Team Secret and S2G might have been 2 of the teams that went to El Azahar, because I know Team Secret do tend to land around Tierra Bronca up in the north. So they may have been just landing around El Azahar, firstly to see if it's open, and then second to see, you know, if there are any vehicles that they could use for their rotation. Because it does look like they are moving out of that area. And Order is keeping a low profile as King makes his way around the side. Is he climbing up that thing? I can't tell from this angle where he is. He is. Are you able to get up there like that? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Gee, you learn something new every day. Order does get the knock, which King should be able to confirm. Jimmy birthday man himself has grouped up with the rest of his team. They look to get the confirm here onto Leon. Leon unfortunately was quite separated from the rest of the players of ONIC. And not a lot of scopes here in this early game, so these players are just working off red dots and iron sights. King makes his way. He's looking for an angle. And you see, this, like, when I watch these fights, Nova tend to do well around this part, and I think that's why ONIC have moved out of it. Oh, order! Stop it! Cracks a lovely headshot onto Rosovi with the Winchester. He's a bit of a beast when it comes to Winchester shots, and I think King is as well. They've definitely found a way to get some scopes happening, and wow, Drew Branke able to get in there for a revive. This is a risky revive. Yeah, exactly. That was a really risky play to go in for that revive. Jimmy was able to come around the back and confirm the knock. He confirmed the knock, got another knock, and oh, Jimmy goes down though. But I think Nova just want to close this one out. You can see King and Order just pushing up here. And yeah, they just want to finish the fight before they get the revive onto Jimmy. It's Jimmy's birthday, so he can just kick back and relax as he is currently knocked and wait for his team to finish the job. It will take, he's still got to take a fair while before he bleeds out, so he can just have some cake while he waits for his teammates to revive him. And yeah, so ONIC go out in 18th position. They will be the first team to exit the lobby. And Jimmy can finish his cake before he gets revived. And they're shooting the boxes. Like, even Nova are doing it. The box shooting meta continues. People are saying it's Zuxy's birthday as well. I don't think it's everyone's birthday. People are saying ONIC are free kills. No, I've actually seen ONIC wipe them in Minas Generalis. It's just that, like, with Nova, they kind of get used, you can't try the same tricks on these guys, more than 2 or 3 times in a row, because they're just going to lock onto you and figure you out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we've got DEWA United, who have lost a couple of players who are hunting onto IHC. Over towards San Martin, we've got the APG crew taking shots at all parties. Hence public, seeing if you can get an angle through the doorway there. Gaydon's on the other side of the ridge, seeing if he can get some shots in there. Tricky proposition for these two players to take on a whole team from range. It looks like they could just be opting to rotate into circle for a better position rather than trying to get revenge for their fallen brothers onto the IHC youth team. As S2G have found a pick onto DZ Boy, and in they come. Timber flying in with style in the Murado. And you can see Sky9's over there. He's not entirely sure where all these players are. We do have Stalwart Esports in the vicinity as well, who could get involved in this fight. Yeah, Sky9's basically invisible where he is behind that fence line. There's no chance that DZ Boyd's going to get revived out of this. Like FENERBAHÇE currently in an engagement with EVOS Reborn. There's been knocks either side. Rebellion's gone down. Antidote has exited the game, and it's Action. Action's gone for a triple here. Gets that clutch. What a play there from Action with the domination up the top there. 3 kills, and that's going to be S2G out of the game in 17th position. Action showing us why he did get the MVP in the last match. Stalwart Esports. Very aggressive team. Circle currently centered on Picardo, which is good for Bigetron as they land there. 628 rotating in to a position just to the south of them. Nova Esports have lost. They have lost Jimmy, so Jimmy must have. I don't know how they lost Jimmy. He must have bled out, but they definitely had time to revive him. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe there was an accident with the birthday cake, but yeah, that was a great play from Action. The peak was incredible. Like, he just managed to wait until the last player from S2G was out of action or out of ammo, and then he unpeaked and sealed the deal. Great play there from Stalwart. HC Youth currently on our screens, just looting around the Generalis area, just on the edge of Circle. Team Secret pushing in around Graveyard. They could be quite close to another team at the moment. I'm just trying to see who this is. But yeah, the oh, Jimmy got revived but was killed a bit ago. Yeah, I missed it in the kill feed. But yes, the PMGC this year, they're not holding a LAN tournament. So last year it was a LAN tournament in Dubai, and because, you know, like a couple of players there got the Rona, and they had to like switch it all around at the last minute, have all the players play from their hotel rooms instead of playing in the big arena. This year they've decided to just, you know, be a bit more cautious, and the entire PMGC finals is going to be offline. Now, because, you know, some of these players like FENERBAHÇE, A7, Furious Gaming come from regions where they would have significantly high ping if they were to play on the Asia server. They're actually flying in to Singapore, I assume, because that's where one of the Asia servers is, the one that we're playing on right now. And they will be flying in there, and I think all the players might go to Singapore. I mean, it would make sense. I'm not sure, but yeah, so most of the players will be going to a location where they can get low ping and play the tournament from there. So it'll be kind of an offline hybrid tournament, but there won't be any arenas. Looks like King's been taken out, and he's Order's very close to the rest of Team Secret. And he's going to have to be careful here as a solo. So he wants to go for the clutch. As Circle shifts further into the valley near Picardo. Order's just at the edge of the big bowl. Team Secret aware that there is a player in the area. As Kid 5 and Mad Toy will join up with Fredo and Jumper. Oh, Jumper's not playing. It's Jumper playing. No, it's Ice Shots, sorry. Oh, it looks like Kid 5's got the canted sight there. Nova Order obviously hearing the buggies and seeing if you can get a quick knock, go for a confirm as well, but they are not currently in range. Team Secret been doing well so far this game, getting a couple of kills early on. They've still got 4 players up. We've had 4 teams eliminated so far here. It's been Hasn't been as brutal as we normally see in some of these early game skirmishes. So it's with still 14 teams up. It's going to be very, very hectic in the late game. See Furious Gaming currently holding a compound in the Picado Valley, just keeping an eye up on Church, which is where Navi are going to be rotating. Looks like Lords managed to get a knock onto one of the players of BIGETRON, employing the SLR there. Furious Gaming have eyes on this as well. It looks like Stalwart Esports are engaging with Team Secret. Knocks either side, but here we are in Picado as NIGMA Galaxy are looking to get the confirm. Highboy goes down. They are employing nades to try and get rid of the rest of the players. As oh yeah, Team Secret is getting picked apart. That's just eye shots remaining there, and you can see the accuracy and the quick peaks from top. Very similar to what Action was doing earlier on. They might be able to pick up Scry here as Raouf, the Healmaster General, pushes up. Get the confirm onto Liquid. Zuxi, possibly the last remaining player of BIGETRON. And Nigma might push on that as well. Like, they should be aware of where that player is. There's resets coming through to Stalwart. And Circle shifts up towards Picado. Still a fair chunk of Picado in Circle. So we could see a lot of teams rotating into the big city and taking up positions there. As you can hear in the distance. Oh, eye shots. Getting taken out very low there. He's going to have to hit a hill, and Top immediately looking to remove all the tyres off that buggy to disable it. Hustler grabs a domination in the kill feed. EVOS Reborn, but getting eliminated in 14th position. As the IHC youth team in proximity to order with Livescape in the backdrop. And eye shots will go down to play zone, so not giving that last kill to Stalwart Esports, but Team Secret will go out in 13th position. I don't think IHC youth team have any idea that order is right. He's in their compound. Top's definitely figured out where the Red Bull Rebellion team are though. Getting a quick knock. Refrag comes in from Slayer though, and that will lead to the flush. Order has been spotted out by IHC youth, so Nova Esports getting eliminated in 12th position. Action and Scry now the last players remaining for Stalwart. Nades are in flight en route to Rebellion as Oki takes the knee. Action's going to come over the top. Grabs one. Not able to get the last player. It's all up to Scry here. Can he do it? There's actually one more player somewhere. I don't know where they... I don't know. They must have another player alive somewhere. I'm not sure where they are. They don't seem to be anywhere near here. But Scry is going to be able to pick Action up. Nice clutch there for Scry. I think he got about 2 out of those 3 kills. Oh, okay. So Genyo's way back. He's in the bowl further along. Oh, he's able to take Scry down. I think Scry might be missing a helmet at the moment. It's probably assisted him there because he's got the AKM and probably landed a headshot. There's Livescape now in an engagement with 628. 628 in a good defensive position. Toms just flies. Not sure what Toms was doing there, but Audrey's able to just pop over the top, grab a quick knock onto Sunan. Spots out 33Z, not able to get the accuracy required for that knock. Takes a little bit of damage in return. The nade is cooked. It's looking good. It's going in the right direction. Swings a little bit over the top though, and that will that'll give 628 a tiny bit of breathing room required to keep that knock alive. You can see Yu Yang is looking to rotate around the side here as Sunan has been confirmed. And he does come over the side. He's able to put a little bit of damage in, but it's not enough. And Yu Yang will also be confirmed. And oh, nice shots there from Dayoshi with the candid sight. It's turning into a bit of a stalemate. These two teams quite close to the edge of zone, so they don't have a bad rotation to get in. So whoever comes out on top in this fight has even got a compound nearby to rotate to as we start shifting into circle 6, which is mere moments away with 24 seconds left on the clock. Dayoshi employing some Molotovs to try and zone out the members of LIVESCAPE. They are focusing a lot of attention onto Dayoshi. That could provide 33Z an opportunity. But they're just going to go for the rotation here. Going to have to be careful though. Especially in open. I don't know how Audrey's still alive there. He's able to get behind the tree and nades are in. 628 are pushing back. They want to get into this compound. You can see LIVESCAPE's just driven around them to try and beat them to it. It's one of the few compounds remaining in circle. It's going to be a fair bit of hard cover available to these teams if they are able to get there. You can see IHC Youth, Farhad takes a spray onto Audrey. Audrey's health bar drops down just under 75. And circle is now closing in. Maybe he's managed to get into the factory there, and Dayoshi's just holding the ridge. I feel like 628 should they should try and eliminate this team. As you can see where circle is now, it's just in the valley below these players. Oh, Audrey's down. Oh, it's not looking good for LIVESCAPE there. There's no way. Yeah, that flush comes through. I think it's maybe's now just a solo. We're possibly going to... I don't think Farhad's going to do much here because he is a solo. He's probably just going to hold on for placement points. You can see Furious Gaming in the kill feed, and you can definitely hear a bit of a fracas there as they are currently engaged in combat just to the outside of this compound. And oh man, next RUYA are in a lot of trouble. Looks like NIGMA Galaxy is starting to push in as well, employing a couple of Molotovs to zone out Furious. And yeah, the Molotovs are not going to be doing them any favours whatsoever. He's almost having to get a knock on a Frozen, but the Molotov kicks in all too soon. Frozen appears to be the last player up. No, I think next RUYA have another player. Yeah, Coda's still across the road. He's actually in zone as well, as the zone does shift down onto this compound. So very shortly, every single team is going to be moving into this compound. So this, and Lord, who was he was trying to provide some backline support for that push, has been taken out. Next RUYA trying to regroup. They managed to get quite a few revives off, and their players are now up and standing. They've still got 4 up. They haven't taken any casualties so far in this fight. Furious Gaming still have Big Milo knocked. They're going to have to pick him up at some point. Rayouf is very cheekily just hiding in the bucket there. The bucket of death, as we call it. The nades are flying left and right. So 628 also are in this circle. I think they're just out of picture. As Farhad's going to push into Coda's location. Looks like he may even get away with it too. No, there's just too many players watching him, and he gets blown up. So yeah, REDBULL Rebellion get eliminated as well. But yeah, 628, they've just managed to hold a ridge just to the edge of circle. So that could definitely cause problems for next RUYA, because they could just walk over that hill and they're going to have great angles on them. So IHC getting eliminated. 5th position, but good kills. They had 7 in total. That's going to be some good points for them in game number 2 on Miramar. So circle is now closing in to phase number 7, which means that one of these teams is going to get screwed. It could be, I mean, either 628's going to get zoned, or Coda's going to get zoned, which helps out next RUYA, or Zone's just going to go to this compound, which is going to benefit most of the lobby bar 628. You can see they're already getting close to vehicles in case they have to make a mad dash. I mean, considering, like, if that compound gets zoned, it's going to be very difficult for 628 to get anything done here. As the next circle is about to pop, and it goes just onto 628. Now, it screws them a little bit, only because they are going to have to move out of the hard cover, but it also means that everybody in that compound has to move outside of the compound, and Coda no longer has zone. So 628 are slightly short stacked. They have less distance to travel, but the main benefit to them comes from the fact that very shortly Furious Gaming are going to run out and have a 3v4 fight with next RUYA. Rayuf's going to get involved in it as well. 628 can just sit there and clean up. Like, this is their game to win right now. Coda's putting in some magic on the back as 33Z gets involved, sends a few downrange himself. I like how they pushed Dayoshi up to make sure that they do have a player in zone. Dayoshi's job right now will just be to get some kills and put some nades in there, try and zone people out. They do have to be careful about Coda though. Coda's definitely part of the win condition for next RUYA. If Coda's able to get a couple of knocks onto one of the members of 628, then it's going to cause big problems for them. They've got to be careful here. Coda's getting very close to them, and the health bars from 628 aren't looking too flash at the moment either. Next RUYA are doing a fantastic job of keeping Furious Gaming at bay. I don't know who that came from. Ooh. Yeah, that just went straight to 628, so well done to the boys from China, from Shenzhen, taking out game number 2 on Miramar. You can see from the team's stats, they got double-digit kills on Miramar with a total of 10 kills, backed by 1,500 damage. So big points for them. They've got a total of 37 points overall, which means they are currently in first position in the overall standings. 6 of those kills going to 33Z Dayoshi, picking up a quad. Unfortunately, Yu Yang and Sunan did go out earlier on in the game and were not able to get any kills themselves, but the dynamic duo of 33Z and Dayoshi managing to still hit the double-digit mark, and you can see that they had significant damage, although next RUYA had almost 2,000 damage with 9 kills. Stalwart Esports managed to grab 11 kills. They went out quite early, but they would definitely be sitting quite high up in the overall standings. And they had a significant amount of damage as well. IHC Youth also getting 7 kills and a decent amount of damage as well. Got some love for Furious Gaming in the chat. Vamos, Furious Gaming. In the head-to-head here with next RUYA. It's pretty even, to be honest. In fact, next RUYA are actually beating 628 on a couple of the stats, such as the damage dealt and received. Kills do go to 628, but the knockouts are heavily favoured on RUYA's side, and the point differential is only 4, with 628 getting 25 points out of that match and next RUYA getting 21. The MVP of match number 2 will actually be Kuda with a total of 871 damage. I would have said it was 33Z, but oh well, because he had more kills. But yeah, so he had 3 kills, 871 damage, 2 assists, and 256 healing done. So damage is the decision maker here in the overall MVP for match number 2. You're just joining now. Welcome to the Esports County Pro Scrims. You can see here our top players from match number 2. Thanks to our lovely production team for all these statistics. Kuda is in the first position spot. 33Z, I think, should be an action. Look at Action's kill count. So 33Z with 6 kills, but Action had 8. That's incredible for a single player. You can see why he often gets top fragger along with top 628. Took out the match in the overall position with the chicken dinner and 10 kills, followed very closely by next RUYA. You can see Stalwart Esports with only 1 placement point still managed to snag 4th position overall with 11 kills, boosting them up the rankings. IHC Youth also with a significant kill count has jumped up to 3rd position this game with 13 points. NIGMA Galaxy were 5th. You can see the rest of the teams. There's still pretty good spread of points. See some of these other teams, such as Navi and FENERBAHÇE. Haven't had the best night tonight. S2G did make it into the late game last game, but this game unfortunately went out early. So yeah, a couple of teams will have to pick up the pace in the following matches, as we will be going to Erangel next. The DEWA United and BIGETRON not having the best game, going out very early, only picking up a single point. Now, the top players are, in terms of kills, it's going to be Action. In terms of damage, it's also going to be Action. How did Action not get MVP? Dayoshi gets the longest distance kill, which is 323 meters. Okay, that is definitely on render range right there. The most utilities used goes to Frozen from next RUYA, and Tixie had the longest distance travel, 10 kilometers, followed up by his teammate Miku, also from Navi, with another 10-kilometer run. You can see in the overall match stats, we had a total of 74 knockouts. And even though there were 23 revives, that resulted in 67 kills. 165 throwables were used. That is a very high number. And 18 headshots. So we're seeing these players are very accurate in this game with 18 total headshots. One of them being Order's amazing headshot early on in the piece. Yes, Action is the overall MVP. Good. With 12 kills. So this is the overall MVP overall, which means out of all of the matches. So he's had 12 kills so far tonight. He's got 1,800 damage. His average survival time's only 19 minutes, but he is followed closely by 33Z, who from 628, and Coda from next RUYA. You can see Dayoshi's also in there, as is Kelsey. So 628 with 3 players in the overall leaders, and Birthday Boy Jimmy also in the pack. So the overall rankings after match number 1, we can see that DEWA United is now in last place, dropping 3 rankings. FENERBAHÇE is in 17th, moving up 1. We can see Nova Esports have dropped down a bit. NIGMA Galaxy have moved up into 11th. LIVESCAPE have moved up quite a few places. Team Secret, APG and Navi have moved down after that game, not having the best performances compared to game 1. EVOS have jumped up significantly, 4 places. Furious Gaming have had no movement at all. And we'll see the top 8 teams just in a moment. But yeah, Nova currently sitting in 9th position. So if they want to, but we've got the first page now, and 628 is currently in first position with a total of 37 points. IHC Youth are in second with 32, so very close for these two teams. ONIC, after getting that chicken dinner, have moved down a couple of places after the second game. STALWART Esports are moving up, and they've got 18 kills. They've only got 7 placement points, but they've got 18 kills, and they are in striking distance of the top 3. So they're currently tied with ONIC. Next, RUYA have moved up 6 points off the back of that second place finish, and they have got 23, so also very close to the top 3, as are S2G Esports and BIGETRON and REDBULL Rebellion, also in the top 8, but with 15 points they'll have to have a amazing game if they want to move up into that top 3. Top 5 is doable, but top 3 unlikely. But we'll go to a very quick break. We'll be back for another game on Erangel. Right, welcome back, and my mic is on this time, to the Esports County Pro Scrims. I am your host, Ganksy. Hope you're all having a great time. We are just getting things ready for match number 3 on Erangel with 628, the Chinese team from Shenzhen, China, currently in the lead. The recent winners of the Peacekeeper Elite League Season 4, who are qualified to play in the PMGC Global Finals, which will be happening next Friday. That's when they'll be starting. So we will be holding more scrims next week, but next week we will have all 16 of the qualified teams in the scrims. So 628 taking out the last match there on Miramar, currently in the first position in the overall standings. Who will win match number 3 on Erangel? Will another team be able to topple them in the scrims in the overall standings? We can see there they have taken out Miramar. The first game was won by ONIC, who have now shifted down into 3rd position, with IHC Youth currently in 2nd. But we have still REDBULL, Miramar and Sanhok to go. If you're just joining now, welcome. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you've ticked the notification bell and set it to all. And like the stream to show your support for all of the hard work and effort that goes into making these scrims happen. And make sure you do hang around for Sanhok, because Sanhok, as always, is wild. So, like, you see these teams fighting on all these maps. Wait till you see them on the map of Sanhok. It is going to be crazy. But we should be jumping into REDBULL very, very, very shortly, as the teams are just getting prepared now in the lobby for match number 3. I'll just check out the chat, see how everyone is. Got a lot of love for Navi. People are putting chilies in the chat. I don't know why they're putting chilies in there, but somebody could explain that to me. I don't know what the chilies mean. But yes, people are saying on RUYA they get like 2 million viewers. Yes, exactly. As I was saying before, you get you get some crazy views on RUYA. I tried signing up for it and they wouldn't let me. Apparently, you need to be Chinese to stream on RUYA. I tried putting in my Australian ID and it didn't work. But people are saying they want a clean chat. Yep, I'm down for a clean chat. Somebody's saying you have more energy. You are so boring, dude. It's if I start yelling, I've got my son in the other room who's 18 months old, and if I start yelling and I wake him up, then I'm gonna hunt you down and you have to come and settle him again. Okay, but yeah, I'll try and put a little bit more energy into the casting. I apologize. It's just hard for me. Please have some sympathy for Ganksy. It's hard for me to increase the energy but not increase the volume to the point where, you know, a small child will be awoken and I'll have to deal with it. But don't worry. If I do see crazy gameplay, I do tend to lose. I'm trying not to swear as well. I do tend to lose it and get pretty excited, but we are rolling into match number 3 on REDBULL. We've got our flight path from shooting range down to Primorsk. We saw this exact same flight path yesterday, and it'll be interesting to see where STALWART go, because STALWART like to land either in Yasnaya or I'm not grabbing coffee. It's like midnight here already. Please, I'm not going to drink coffee. No way, Jose. It'll be interesting to see if STALWART go Yasnaya or Novo. My money is, yeah, I think STALWART's going to go Novo Repnoye, only because that's going to be more comfortable for them, because they know where the vehicles are on Sosnovka. You're going to get less people landing around the vehicles on Sosnovka, and yeah, it's just a less risky proposition than trying to land for vehicles under that flight path on the way to Yasnaya, because there's so many teams in that area, and you know what these fights that, you know, you end up getting run over by people who've already gotten vehicles. Looks like Team Secret heading to Zaki, which is unusual. We haven't really seen them around there. We've got LIVESCAPE in the area as well as Navi. So Navi in North Georgia Pole again. They've been landing in South Georgia Pole a lot, but they've also been fighting ONIC there, and maybe they're just sick of fighting ONIC in the North Georgia Pole area. And ONIC are in vehicles already. Are they just going to go and find Navi in North George? Are they just getting vehicles so they can move around South Georgia Pole? Let's see. Meanwhile, in Ferry Pier, looks like Micro Boy's taking shots from S2G, as this is S2G territory, but EVOS Reborn also landing in the same area. You don't tend to see teams fighting around Ferry Pier too often. This is unusual. It's quite hard, only because with Ferry Pier, it's it's an interesting spot. There's a lot of different terrain, angles, broken walls, buildings. There's so many things that could go wrong for both teams. It's not like it's easy for one team to get an advantage. I foresee casualties on either side at the end of this engagement. But it does look like EVOS Reborn are on the back foot here, with Lyserg and Red Faces pinned down by Kelsey. Micro Boy's going to try and get something done. Looks like he was trying to get on the roof of the barn there. Might have to go around and have another crack at it, but he's got to be careful because there are other players from S2G in the area that could spot him out. See next RUYA also getting in the kill feed with the current second place ranked team, IHC Youth, as Timber's rolling around the back of this fight as well, possibly looking for another angle as Savin is pulling up as well. So STG starting to commit all their resources to this fight. Meanwhile in Farm, it's Fenerbahçe versus BIGETRON again. I've seen them fighting in this compound a couple of times. Antidote goes down to Liquid. Rebellion taken out as well with the hipfire UMP. Dokkan Machine able to get a little bit done from up on the hilltop there. He's putting some hurt into Luxy, but he is in a very, very open position. Now, BIGETRON, they've got a couple of players up. Luxy's able to take out Nox Bomb. Dokkan Machine is now in engagement with Zuxi, but he goes down. So that is going to be Fenerbahçe exiting the lobby, 18th position. As S2G now starting to put the hurt into EVOS Reborn. Silas and Seven and the team able to quickly eliminate EVOS Reborn without taking a single casualty. They'll easily be able to get that knock back on his feet. Meanwhile, in Pachinki, we have the Red Bull Rebellion team up against NIGMA Galaxy for round 2. Now, last time we saw these teams meet in Pachinki, NIGMA Galaxy came off second best up against Rebellion, and this is unusual because NIGMA Galaxy, they land Pachinki. This is a Pachinki team, so it is it's going to be interesting to see how things go in round 2. Will NIGMA Galaxy go down again, or will they reign supreme? You can see Gio's got, that's a great nade from Gio. That's going to chunk down Raouf a bit. Raouf's going to hop out the back window. And Lord's up on the roof. He's only able to use the stun there. I don't know why he's not standing up. I guess he's... Mate, that would have been an easy knock for Lord from the position that he was in. Because there's no way a prone player is going to be able to aim up that quickly. Like, when you're prone, you can't aim up high enough. So, Lord could just walk over the top there and get a knock onto Okiazora. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing there. Bit of a misplay, and it could come back to bite them again. And I can only see 3 players. I only see Freak, Rove, and Lord. I can't see Hixier. Maybe he's been taken out earlier on. So looks like NIGMA are playing at a slight disadvantage in terms of the numbers here. Gio's rolling around the back, probably looking to cross the road onto that side where the Dacia garage is and get an alternative angle on the situation. Raif does make a quick cross. Lord, I feel... No, he has to know where Ozzy Okora is, because he threw a grenade on there. I don't know why he doesn't just peek over and knock him. Well, Raif's having a crack. And, oh, Lord, finally. He must be watching the stream. Good stuff, Lord. But, that's going to even things up for NIGMA Galaxy. Seeing a kill feed, Na'Vi in an engagement with Team Secret. So Team Secret landed in Zaki, which means, like, right up in the northeast of the map, which means that they must have rotated down into North Georgia Pole, which is where Na'Vi landed. They're also taking a fight with Livescape, who also landed in North Georgia Pole. See, maybe he's knocked up there on the roof of the apartments, while Audrey and the other player in one of the other apartments. Meanwhile, Tixie, I'm not sure what Tixie's up to here. Tixie's in open, and Tixie's It looks like his vehicle's been damaged, I guess. He's in big trouble because you can see Mad Toy's taking shots. Ice Shots is also getting involved here. And Kid 5's looking for an alternative angle as well, with Kid 5 able to get the job done with the Mini 14 long bomber from range. That's going to be Tixie with no hope of revival there. You can see they're all, the Sharks are circling. Oh, they weren't able to get the run over. And the flush will come through. Navi down to 3 players. In fact, Navi, looks like Navi are opting to take this fight. You can see they're positioning. Miku's rotating around. I like where Ice Shots is up on the roof. Up on the mountaintop there. He will just go for the vehicle. He's going to get in there, rotate out, because Circle is nowhere near these teams. I mean, they are just at the edge of it, but it appears... We'll see where Circle is in a second when it shifts into phase number 2. It looks like Kitsune and crew have pulled up. They're looking to try and get a little bit of revenge. Meanwhile, Nova Esports have pulled up onto the Church Hill overlooking Pachinki, and they might want to get involved in this fight between Rebellion and Nigma Galaxy. As Stalwart Esports, they must have caught one of the members of Bigetron by surprise. Or no, Bigetron's caught one of them, actually. So that was, I think, Pika or Scry getting taken out was Action, actually. So Action removed from the situation very early on in the piece. Action was the current overall MVP, the kill leader of the scrims tonight. So losing him is definitely going to put a dent in Stalwart Esports' ability to grab kills. Now, looks like Maddox managed to get a knock. And Miku gets a nice run over onto Mad Toy. Gotta love the runovers. We've been seeing vehicles employed quite frequently in the PMGC scrims. Kitsune's dialed right into Eye Shots, and it was actually Audrey that got that final confirmed there. So Team Secret eliminated. Audrey pushing up over the hill. Meanwhile, in Pachinki, Rayouf gets a nice knock, looking to finish it off. As Lord and Freak start pushing forwards as well to apply more pressure onto the Red Bull Rebellion team and let them know that this is Nigma Galaxy's town and might not be a good idea if they keep coming here. But it's looking like another team has rolled up, which is going to be next RUYA, who have not sure where they landed, but they are nearby. And if they hear shots, just like Nova, Geo's got a nice angle onto Lord. Lord's going to have to be... Ooh, that was so close. Rayouf is going to get Molotov'd as well. But I can see Nova and possibly next RUYA pulling up on this fight and third partying. Looks like Nova are just going to hang at their it's one of their favourite compounds where they are, just down the road at the squad house. But yeah, next RUYA is starting to take shots. You can see Freak's health bar steadily creeping towards 0 there. And Highboy able to get a knock onto Pika in the kill feed. So Bigetron's still causing problems for Stalwart Esports. And looks like Top's pulled up to try and defend. Highboy goes for the nade. Not sure where those shots are coming from, but that's Scry able to take Highboy out as Top's now pushing up. And Liquid's able to get a good angle on him too. Scry now, looks like he's the last remaining player of Stalwart, and Luxy with the Mini 14. Shows us how it's done. Bigetron currently sitting on 8 kills. We've got knocks either side, and that's going to be the Red Bull Rebellion team out of the lobby. Lord's going to have to be careful. There are shots coming in from Nova down the ways. Lord has been picked up though. Nova's actually shifting. They're shifted out of that compound to the north there, looking possibly get a more central position in zone. I'm not 100% sure where zone is either, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen the map in a while. But it looks like teams are starting to shift north. We've got next RUYA opting to take one of the compounds further away. And it is centered around that Watertown region. As DEWA United just starting to cross that bridge towards Roshawk. As Navi are in flight as well. 628 also starting to move into zone. There are still a few teams outside. BIGETRON making their way forwards as well. Furious Gaming currently holding up in the ruins area, but it looks like ONIC are currently in the sidelines of quite a few teams. Next RUYA taking shots, and Nova would be very interested in removing them from that area. They would not want a team that close to them. Looks like Jimmy is in a forward position here, scouting out this location for the rest of the team, who are currently holed up in the 6 small shacks just to the south. See Paraboy and the rest of the gang there just providing some backline support. And a lot of, next RUYA as well, taking shots onto ONIC. ONIC's position is pretty good though. Like if they can hold on to it and if they keep getting shifts, that could be where the game ends. So I like what they're doing. Currently sitting in second place at the moment, IHC Youth starting to move closer in, take that compound for themselves. As you can see, Nova are now starting to group up with Order, providing some backup. The Chinese teams do like to play quite split. Jimmy copping a big spray from Furious Gaming. Big Milo doesn't take his finger off the trigger, and Jimmy is done and dusted there. Paraboy, he's looking for them, but not able to spot out Milo. Just going for some tires there. It looks like Nova might back out of this and choose not to hold this position, or will they? Well, they might, but they're not. They don't want to give an angle to Furious Gaming. Yekta, he's just prone. Look at him. He's just prone on the roof. And Circle shifts, and what a hard shift. That's back down towards Pachinki. And up in the north, way north. I mean, this is incredibly north. We're north of the Roshawk River. We've got Navi in a fight with 628. 628 currently number 1 in the overall rankings here. And you can see 33Z does spot out Matic, but he's also taking shots from another angle. He's almost able to get him down. Yu Yang helping out there as well. Kitsune looks like they're the last remaining player, and we'll just back out of this one. So Navi taking heavy casualties, and look at them. They're savage. Oh, that nade's gonna say something. That's gonna put a lot of damage, but Order is under heavy fire here. King getting taken down as well. And that's Nova Esports out in 12th position. A unsuccessful push into the compound being held by next RUYA. Oh no, it's all gone wrong for Nova. Not having the best time of it tonight in the Esports County Pro Scrims. As Hustler's got the car 98k. Keep an eye on the kill feed for that one. So it looks like APG are going to be gatekeeping NIGMA Galaxy. Still in Pachinki. One of their players is knocked. It's going to be Rave, who has been confirmed by Stalker. And DEWA United starting to cause problems for ONIC, as other teams are trying to get involved here too. You can see Gadoon's been knocked, and that was from Furious Gaming all the way downtown. I'd say this is a good opportunity for Furious Gaming to push in. They could, if they get on the top of that ridge, they could clean up DEWA United and then start putting some hurt into ONIC as well. This would be a big pickup for them. As S2G, they're right in the thick of it, so they're in the valley. They're just playing the bowls here. And when you're in a situation like this where S2G are, you have to be very careful about overpeaking these ridges, because you are going to become exposed to a lot of different teams. You've got IHC Youth one side, you've got next RUYA on the other. So they are going to have to be careful about which direction they expose themselves to. But the upside is it does give them excellent angles on some of these other teams. You can see Dayoshi there on the hill. You're going to have to be careful about him. Although, could be a good opportunity. I mean, he's taking heavy fire. I mean, they were on the other side of the river before. They're just starting to rotate in. Hands Republic spots him out. That's 6-2-8. Currently out of the lobby in 11th position with 2 kills. So they were the #1 team coming into this game, which means the door's open now for another team to take that top spot in the overall rankings. Circle shifts. It's away from S2G. That means they need to get a move on, as do the IHC Youth team. Currently, Kitsune is just at the edge, and Kitsune's causing a lot of problems for DEWA United. In fact, DEWA United just down to 2 players here after taking some heavy casualties. And S2G are going to take this opportunity to make a move, get into zone. This is, like, where is Furious Gaming right now? Because I would imagine that Furious Gaming have a very good position in zone, and I would expect to see them start fragging. Their kill count's 3. I'm hoping it's going to start jumping up. They're in an engagement with APG at the moment. Knocks either side. Hopefully they can come out on top of that one, but it looks like APG are cleaning them up. As Kelsey grabs a couple more kills. They've got Silas in the front line with Kelsey still in the back, just providing that long-range support as Pappy's winding one up on the DZ. Oh, it goes a little bit to the left. If he went to the right, he would have definitely got that knock. All he has to do is just pop that ridge, and I think that's the last player for APG, so that'll be the squad wipe. As Farhad is, so no hope that he had there of making it out of that one, and Luxy actually got the confirm there. It looks like Kelsey might have got it. Oh no, Kelsey got the confirm, Luxy got the knock. As Bigetron have been doing very well tonight. They're only down to a duo, but they've got 8 kills this game. They have been fragging. I'm going to have to be careful about this rotation though as they start taking shots. But they've got eyes on IHC Youth. Apex taken out as well. That's IHC Youth out in 6th position. Bigetron taking their kill count up to 9. They are still outside zone though. But Liquid gets an excellent knock onto Kuda. And he's going to take that opportunity to try and move into zone. But there are a lot of teams that have eyes on this valley. It is going to be very difficult for Bigetron to move forward. You can see Nihat and Yekta on the rooftops there with excellent angles on proceedings. Liquid goes down. Luxy's taken out as well. Bigetron go out in 10. Wait, a whole bunch of teams just dropped out like that. It's only Furious Gaming. Next RUYA. DEWA United. Next RUYA looking pretty strong here. I'd say this is the game they could use to jump into that top position. They are currently in the top 5, I believe. So having a great game here, maybe even just off the points they've got so far, could shift them up into that #1 position. Furious Gaming. Still with 3 players, 6 kills. Decent game. Currently just on the periphery of zone. DEWA United with the advantage here. They have the circle. They have the high ground. They can make things very difficult for Furious Gaming. Furious Gaming basically don't have a lot of options here. Next, RUYA. In the valley, they've got a little bit of hard cover, but yeah, whoever gets knocked first, that team is not going to have a great time. And I just think DEWA United can win it. I mean, next, if it does feel like next RUYA have the momentum behind them to secure the bag here, but DEWA United just have the best positioning. Gaiden finding out Yekta. That's the first knock coming through. Next, RUYA have managed to move into zone. Looks like Furious Gaming are going to commit to one of the positions I think that Scream is in, because Scream's currently the only player in circle. And the rest of his players are pulling up. Yeah, not a lot of cover here. I feel like they should have just pushed DEWA, but it would have been a risky play. Probably wouldn't have worked, to be honest. But where they are now, oh, great knock from Frozen. Looks like they picked Yekta up. Maybe this could be an opportunity for next RUYA to turn this one around. The circle is closing in. Now, the next shift is going to be a decider for these 3 teams, because if Circle shifts away from any of them and it goes on to DEWA United again, they have had all the luck in this game, and it is just falling into their hands. Furious Gaming still in there, but nada. It's gone up to 41% here, although that's a knock. I mean, like, next RUYA have to just push in vehicles at this point. Like, I don't know. Like, how they... Unless they don't have any vehicles. And Furious Gaming are currently the furthest team from Circle. Oh, this is not good for Furious and RUYA. The only consolation would be if the circle had to push DEWA United slightly over that ridge. It does look like they do have some players that are moving in front. If they get pushed in front of the ridge and they don't have any cover, that could change things significantly. In fact, you see where Hence Public is. He is only a couple of meters from zone, so there isn't a lot of cover. Furious Gaming, they're full sending it. Like, they're pushing in. Their only option here is just to fight. And RUYA are doing the same thing as well. And they're just lambs to the slaughter right now. But they're just trying to see, can they just push in? They get one knock. Nihat almost gets another. This is giving a huge advantage now to Furious Gaming. Furious Gaming, this is exactly their win condition. These other... Ooh, Milo goes down as well. It's basically a 2v1 now. Puppy, what is he going to do here? The Molotov's employed. He's going for the reset. Risky play, as they are going to send some throwables down their way. They have to get these peaks off. Pappy has to get a knock. Whoever pops over that ridge, he's got to get a knock. He gets one. He gets two. Furious Gaming take the dub against all odds. We can see here the stats for Furious Gaming. Viva Chile in the chat. They are one of our South American teams, and that was against all odds. You can see they had a total of 10 kills, 3 of them going to Scream, 4 going to Milo, Papi grabbing 2, and Tigger getting a single. Good kills and damage across the board for the boys from Chile. Well done to them. That was an incredible finish there. Like they didn't, they had to push, and it was next RUYA that really did them a big solid, wasn't it? Like next RUYA just full sending DEWA United gave Furious the opportunity to just, from amongst all the madness, to just take charge and take the chicken dinner. They only had 1,400 damage, but they did get the most kills, tied with BIGETRON. Now BIGETRON Red Aliens had a great game as well, getting 10 kills. Next RUYA were definitely taking a lot of fights. I mean, they had 2,300 damage, 9 kills. 9 kills also to DEWA. S2G getting a few in there as well, and Na'Vi getting 8 kills. So in the head-to-head, this is very, very close. You can see DEWA's had more damage dealt and received. Furious had more kills. Equal knockouts. Similar survival time, and only 4 points separating these teams. So we'll have to see how this plays out in the overall standings, because 6-2-8 went out quite early in this match. The MVP for game number 3 is going to be Yekta from Next RUYA Gaming with 3 kills, 995 damage, and 2 assists and 286 healing done. And you can see he's above average on all those stats. He could give Action a run for his money as well, because Action got taken out quite early on in this game. Gadun also getting in the top 5 for the top players of match number 3. Scream up there, as well as Kelsey and Frozen XZ from Next RUYA. So we've got the match rankings up now, and 25 points for Furious, 21 for DEWA, 19 for Next RUYA. Great game for BIGETRON, 18 points. S2G getting 12. Na'Vi went out early. So Na'Vi went out quite early in that game. They lost the fight to 6-8 up across the Roshok River, but they managed to get into 6th place with 8 kills. So, and 6-8, the current who were in first place, they are maybe not in first place anymore, only getting 3 points total. And Nova not having a great game, Stalwart not having the best game, so this could be an opportunity for other teams to move up the leaderboards when we see the overall rankings going into match number 4, which will of course be on Miramar. And ONIC also not having a good game, considering they were currently in 2nd place on the overall rankings as we went into this match. FENERBAHÇE not getting a single point, and neither did EVOS REBORN, so those teams getting taken out quite early with no kills. Now, the best players of the match, highest kills goes to Hens Public from DEWA United, and Yekta gets the highest damage. Longest distance kill goes to Matic 666 from Na'Vi, and most utilities used is going to Papi Potro from Furious Gaming. Hence, public also getting the longest distance travelled as well. I guess they go. I think they go to military base, and yeah, with the circle where it was quite a long distance for them to travel. And the overall stats, we had 63 knocks, 65 kills, which is quite low. Some people must have went out to the blue zone. 15 revives, 200 throwables used, which is quite a few. 14 headshots, which is the same as we saw in Miramar on the last map. And 7,000 total healing, with only a single airdrop looted. So not a lot of airdrops getting looted in match number 3 on Erangel. Action still the overall MVP with his 12 kills, 1,800 damage. Doesn't his survival time, isn't great, but his kill count and the damage numbers are off the charts, and the assists as well as the healing, very, very, very much so above average. And Kelsey still in the second place in the overall leaders. Kuda's in third. Yekta up there in fourth. 33Z in fifth. Scream VC in sixth. Luxy up in seventh. So with 5 kills. Frozen XZ in fifth. Eighth. Big Milo getting up there off the back of that chicken dinner in 9th, and Dayoshi from 628 in 10th. These are overall leaders based on damage, I believe, not just kills. A combination, because Dayoshi has 9 kills. I'm not sure. I guess survival time plays into it as well. You would expect to see Dayoshi higher up, but it must be taking into account survival time as well as damage. So on the overall rankings, looks like Fenerbahçe is still in last place. They haven't had a great night tonight. Team Secret in 17th, having a terrible time of it. We would expect to see more from Team Secret, but they have only managed to get 3 kills and a single placement point. As we move higher up in the rankings, looks like Na'Vi are slightly moving up into 13th position. LIVESCAPE have shifted down. APG ESPORTS position is the same. EVOS REBORN have moved down a bit. Nova's moved down a bit as well. REDBULL Rebellion dropping a few places. NIGMA Galaxy starting to move up. Off the back of a second place finish, DEWA United has shot up the rankings, moving up 9 places. It'd be interesting to see who is currently in first. Will it be 628? Or has another team managed to get enough points in the last match to overtake them? And they have, and that is going to be next RUYA Gaming, who have shifted up 4 points off the back of that last game. And they came third, so it wasn't like they got a chicken dinner. They haven't had a single chicken dinner tonight. Furious Gaming shifting up 7 places, and they've moved into third position. 628 dropping down, and Bigetron Red Aliens moving up. Now they are in 5th. STALWART Esports have dropped down a fair bit. They're in 8th now, so they were in the top 5 earlier. ONIC Esports, after getting that chicken dinner on the first game, have dropped down substantially twice in a row now. So yeah, we've it's good to see next RUYA having a good crack at it tonight. One of the stronger teams coming out of the PMGC West Division. They are from Turkey, and they won the PMGC West League, which qualified them for the finals. So if you're just joining us now, welcome. I'm Ganksy. This is the Esports County Pro Scrims. We've got all the PMGC teams we can get so far practicing for the global finals. Now, next week, we will be having all of the PMGC finalist teams in the scrims. So make sure you are subscribed for that and you get the notification bell involved as well. So you get notified of whenever we do go live. And if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button as well. Next up, we are going to be going back to Miramar for our fourth match of the evening. After that, of course, we will have Sanhok, so stay tuned for that because Sanhok is, as always, pure madness from start to finish. Well, maybe not from start to finish, but definitely at the start, it is madness. So these teams like to hot drop. I'll just check the chat, see what everyone's up to. People are talking about Indian teams a lot. We will be getting the Indian teams back in there. Lots of chilies. What does a chili mean in the chat? I don't know what it means. Someone's going to have to explain that to me. Lots of love for BIGETRON. Yeah, BIGETRON have been doing great tonight, and some people showing their support for Team Secret as well. It's good to see BIGETRON back in it. I mean, they've really fallen from grace lately in not qualifying for the global finals after being such a strong team, previous world champions. So good to see that they've still got it, and hopefully next year we will be seeing them in the global championships. See, current winners of all the maps are ONIC, 628, and Furious Gaming. So we still have Miramar and Sanhok to go. All right, so we'll be going to a short break very quickly while we get things ready for our next match, which is going to be on Erangel. So hang in there for that. Stay tuned. We've actually Miramar, our next match on Miramar. What am I thinking? We just saw it there. So we're going to have our next match on Miramar and then Sanhok. Right. Sorry about that. I just realized I had my mic off. So we've got Nova and ONIC going up once again with each other in Minas Generalis. And, ooh, Order might, yeah, he goes down. Possibly a combination of... Oh, he didn't even get fall damage there. Jimmy's got the Winchester locked and loaded. Order has been confirmed. As they've chosen to fight. I like how they mix things up. They're opting to fight in a different part of Minas Generalis this time. As Navi are currently fighting IHC Youth in La Cabrera. And it's not looking good for Navi. I mean, they've taken they've suffered 3 casualties so far. And I would say IHC, if they had vehicles, they'd be chasing on this. And speaking of chasing, we've got Nova with pistols, crossbows, and Winchesters hunting down ONIC. I mean, they've got a pair, don't they? Jimmy's at least got a micro Uzi. I don't know where Paraboy's up there in the backdrop, so he might have something, you know, bit more decent fighting gear than the rest of the gang. As they're just legging it. They seem to have they've got some decent kit on them themselves for ONIC. They've taken a few hits as well, so Rossavi and Leon taken out there as also, and they're in a bad position, like where they're retreating to, because Paraboy's going to be able to swing around the back. He's going to be able to put a bit of hurt into them from the side, depending on what kind of weaponry he has. Seems the Red Bull Rebellion team have already been taken out as well. Meanwhile, in San Martin, teams continue to bully Stalwart. Stalwart always has teams to deal with in these scrims in San Martin. It's APG at the moment. Scry and Action have been taken out. I don't know how Action's still able to maintain his position as the MVP, based on the fact that he's gone out quite early in 2 games so far. Uh, 2 kills on the board for APG. They could be looking to take that up to 4. The full squad wipe. They've got Daisy Boy on the flank with eyes on Pika. Pika's going to have to be careful. He doesn't expose himself too much. And S2G land in Hacienda del Patron. So they'll be shifting up to try and third party this fight. Paraboy spots out Nick. And now it's just Brenky versus the world. And the world wins. So ONIC go out in 17th position as this fight between Stalwart Esports and APG starts heating up. Pika takes a knee. That means Top, who, as always, he's always so separated from the rest of his players. Look how far away he is. And he's going to have to try and mount some kind of a revenge operation. Although that could certainly that could happen, but in the form of S2G. You can see S2G is starting to position themselves around this fight, and they would be looking to third party it. Although there hasn't been any knocks on the side of APG, so be a risky proposition. Looks like Tixie's able to get a couple of knocks onto IHC, so that's good stuff there for Navi. I think he's the last player. Yeah, he's the last player for Navi, so we'll keep an eye on that fight. He could clutch it up. As APG now pushing into top. They've got a duo entering the building. Top is currently on the top. He is up top. He's on the tippity top. So they start pushing up the stairs. He has to be careful here because not only does he have these two players pushing up, he's also got the rest of APG with angles. Although as they get closer and closer, I like this nade. This is excellent. Come around the corner, chuck a nade. He chucks one back though. That's going to take a while to go off though. It doesn't get much done. But I think once they get all four up there, it's going to be hard for them to push on. So they are a little bit impatient. But they come round and clean it up, and STALWART Esports are eliminated in 16th position. So they will fall further and further in the overall leaderboard. I think they were in 8th position last time I saw them. So not great for them. We've got Tixie. Tixie's made his way all the way down from the Cabrera here. And now he's right next to S2G. As the nades goes out, that's going to chunk him down. He's going to have to hit a hill there, but it's just not enough time. And S2G, they're killing it with 5 on the board already. You can see zone is centered on Los Leones. We're not going to call it yet, but it's looking like it is a possibility. As Team Secret take the knee. Not sure who. It may have just been like a vehicle mishap. S2G starts spotting out the members of Enigma Galaxy on the rotation. So they'd be making their way out of El Pozo, which is where Enigma Galaxy do like to drop. Man, BIGETRON are in the kill feed. Getting into an engagement with FENERBAHÇE. FENERBAHÇE has had a terrible night tonight. They've done quite well previously, but yeah, they're just, I don't know what it is. They're getting torn to shreds in this game with Furious Gaming getting a knock as well. Antidote getting taken out earlier by BIGETRON. And Noxbomb. Ooh, good spray there with the UMP. Able to win that trade against Papi, but he's got the rest of the team to deal with. Good play there to hit the heel. That's going to take him back up to 75 HP. Will he be able to do it in time? He does get one down. But yeah, Big Milo's going to be able to clean it up, get to confirm there. Meanwhile, Deezy Boy's on fire. 3 kills so far as he gets another knock onto a member of Enigma Galaxy. That's going to be Lord down with the only member remaining, Rayuv. And Kid 5 peeks, goes for the double peek. Can he get both here? No, he can't. That's Team Secret eliminated in 14th position. IHC Youth playing fantastically tonight. 6 kills so far. They have definitely proved themselves here in these scrims. And they're definitely going to start moving up the leaderboards. Rayuv just on the edge of zone. You can see the remaining, the rest of APG pushing forward, looking for that final kill. As Rebellion from FENERBAHÇE, also a solo player here with Furious Gaming nearby. They've managed to get all their players back up. No, I think, is Furious Gaming running a full 4-man? Yeah, they did. So they got all the revives back up. So all their players are on route currently as APG start shifting through. And they're hunting for Rayuv. Furious Gaming push in, so they're about to commit to a 4v4 engagement with BIGETRON. Tiggerzin's going to have to be careful. If Rebellion pulls up, he might be able to cause problems for Furious Gaming. There's a lot of nades going in there, and Big Milo sits down. The confirm is imminent as BIGETRON are full sending onto Furious Gaming. Now, they've got Papi on the ridge. Tigger's up there on the hilltop, so that's going to make things difficult for BIGETRON to push forward as Zuxi does get taken down. The confirm comes through, though. That's Big Milo out of the picture, so it's just Papi Puppy, Scream, MVC remaining. And no, they've got Tigger up there, so it's still a 3v4. Zuxy's been knocked, so they'll have to pick him up. Puppy's in a very precarious position, but he's just making it work. He gets to confirm onto Zuxy, knocks Highboy, who's in the middle of the revive. Rauf getting a nice knock here. Oh, that's a player that was separated too, so he'll go for the pan. Down he goes, and yeah, Puppy's just causing all kinds of problems for BIGETRON. Luxy goes down as well. It's just Liquid remaining, and look at the bounce on that nade. Furious Gaming taking the kill count up to 6, getting the squad wipe onto BIGETRON. They go out in 13th. And Rauf, ooh, that nade looked like it could be good, but it isn't so. And NIGMA Galaxy will be eliminated in 12th position with only a single kill. I can see Furious Gaming moving up the rankings here. They're looking like they're having a good game. Zone shifts up to the La Bandita Crater away from Los Leones. We could be looking at a Bandita Crater finish as next RUYA pull up onto S2G. Two Turkish teams, two heavyweights from the West Division. Timber takes Frozen down on 1 HP. Nihat, grenade in hand, sends it down range, doesn't connect. Throwables being employed by either side. As they're just squaring up, you can see nobody's really looking to overpeak this one. Cooter's thinking about a flank as he shifts out in the buggy. Dayoshi getting a knock on a Steve Boy from DEWA United in the kill feed, but the refrag comes through from Hens Republic. DEWA United mounting a decent defense here as Sunan's just a little bit more accurate there with the M416, and Hens is in big trouble as DEWA United go out in 11th. Unfortunately, biting off a little bit more than they could chew there, trying to take on 628. Now, S2G, they've backed out of this one. They're opting to rotate towards zone. Next, RUYA are hot on their heels as looks like Nova have this compound here. Look at Paraboy, as he will be able to spot out Frozen. Is currently getting sent to zone. It sent it up right onto Nova. These zones are disgusting. I mean, if it continues centering up on Nova, they can just frag. And they kind of need a big game to move up the rankings. As you can see, a lot of teams have already been eliminated. We're only in Circle 4. And these teams have taken a lot of hits. We've had 7 of them eliminated so far out of the 18 we started with. Currently, DZ Boy is the kill leader of this game, followed up by Savin from S2G. Currently in an engagement with the IHC youth team from Mongolia. Now, EVOS Reborn, been very quiet tonight with KF and Micro Boy, Lazurg and Red Faces just scoping in onto next RUYA. Silas is starting to push up. Looks like APG getting involved here as well. Jammy's health bar taking a beating there. Ooh, they've also got 628 to worry about. Silas Pure under heavy fire. You just heard his pan. His pan just took a bullet there. That would have definitely knocked him, considering how low his health was. That's going to be FENERBAHÇE eliminated, I believe. I think Rebellion was the last player. Yeah, so that's FENERBAHÇE out in 10th position. As Tom starts pushing up, throws out a smoke. I don't think a smoke's going to be able to do the job. Half a clip from a UMP wheel though. There's LIVESCAPE looking to make something happen here against 628. Yuyang gonna have to be careful where he's jumping. See his health bars instantly halved down. The follow-up nade. He was able to get away from that one. APG taken out there in 9th position. You know, caught out by next RUYA. Currently sitting on 3 kills. Phase 4 is closing in. So it moves towards phase number 5. So we get a good look at the map. Nova Esports still dead center. S2G. IHC still squaring up. But yeah, it looks like LIVESCAPE and 628 are committed. As Jimmy gets a nice knock on to Audrey, the confirm will follow. Tom's winds one up. Sends it out to Yuyang. Goes way over. Doesn't connect. Yuyang. Ooh, this one could do it. Nah. Sunan will bleed out. And Yuyang able to clean him up there. LIVESCAPE go out in 8th position with only 2 kills. And Circle has shifted. Where has it gone, ladies and gentlemen? We will see very shortly. Oh, knee hat. Takes a knee. That was a great spray from Micro Boy. His health bar just instantly disappeared. It does look like Nova's laughing here. Excellent refrag from Frozen. It was incredible recoil control. It's like Puppy from Furious Gaming spotted out 628. As things are starting to heat up here in the late game. Puppy able to get the flush to 33Z stuck behind the hay bale. And the nade from Red Faces gets a double. Frozen and Kuda both taken out. Next RUYA just falling apart here under the pressure of the combined forces of Furious Gaming and EVOS Reborn. Furious Gaming just causing all kinds of problems for them. Lizerg's going to go for the revive here. Should be able to get it. Yekta's going to pop over the top. And he should be able to pick up Nihat as well. Meanwhile, Furious Gaming sitting on 8 kills so far. They are definitely fragging out. 33Z getting spotted there. So 628 will be eliminated. 7th position. And Jimmy grabs a domination, so Nova Esports are fragging. I don't think they're going to be able to pick up. Frozen. Looks like the IHC youth team have been eliminated as well. So we have 5 teams remaining in this match. It's going to be S2G, EVOS, next RUYA, Nova, and Furious Gaming. All fighting for scraps here as Nova get to shift again. Nova Esports are laughing right now with a... They've gotten a few kills, but they should definitely be getting a bunch more very shortly. Yeah, Bigetron versus Nova in Pioneer is going to be awesome. I'm stoked for it as well. Savin's got the big A-dub. He's got the A-dog, so keep an eye out for Savin in the kill feed. I feel like Nova's got this one in the bag. Like, they've got the positioning. They're good at the game. The only thing that could go wrong is if another team kills all of them. But Furious Gaming pull up, double knocks come in. Jimmy King doing the business. Scream MVC is the last one remaining now. But he's able to get a nice little knock on a Paraboy. But from downtown, Frozen from next, RUYA will slap him back out of the lobby. That is Furious Gaming eliminated in 5th position. Nova able to pick up Paraboy. Kelsey's taking a nice flank here. You can see that kind of divot there that he's working. Could play to S2G's advantage. EVOS eliminated as well, going down to next RUYA. It's been a big game for next RUYA. They've been going ham. You can see Nova Esports now up to 8 kills. And we can hear that A-dub rain out from Savin. As he winds up, send a nade next RUYA's way. That one looks like it could be good. Yeah. It was not meant to be. And Paraboy gets a nice knock. Goes in for the double knock. The refrag comes in, but the damage has been done. And Paraboy is not going... He might be able to get off that roof. I'm not sure. I don't know if they want to get somebody up there to revive him. I think Jimmy's going to go up and try and pick him up. The first comes through from King. S2G. Happy to just sit back and wait this fight out till the next circle. They have got it. Just like that, S2G look like they could now be winning the game. It all depends on Frozen. Frozen is going to be the big differential here. Is Frozen going to cause problems for Nova, or is he going to cause problems for S2G? Even if S2G overpeak to kill Frozen, if he does something silly like run out in open, that could be all Nova need. Now King goes down, refrag onto Jimmy. Jimmy's just full sending it now. He knows he's got to get the job done. Frozen still has not made a play. Nova managed to make it into zone. I'm not sure how much cover they have. Jimmy gets a knock on a Savin. Oh, this is looking bloody good for Nova. Frozen still in play. He could cause problems for either team. Reset comes through for S2G. Both players back up now. Frozen still shifting forward. Timber locked in on Jimmy's position. Savin has eyes on the situation as well. He's got the AWM. Jimmy gets knocked. King, no. Able to return the favour. Frozen gets involved. He steals the kill onto Jimmy. Now Frozen's the decider here. Frozen can cause problems for either of these teams. He could even win it himself. Frozen still is a possibility. Oh, Savin. And he's going to steal that kill. That nade though from Paraboy. Oh, almost takes him out. Oh, he's stolen that kill again. Mate, 10 kills. 10 kills, 5 of them for Frozen. Frozen has just caused all kinds of problems. Paraboy goes down. That was Timmy getting the kill there. He's going to hit a heal. Now, Frozen's up against Savin and Timber. Or Molotov. Or that lands right on him. Oh, look at... He might not think he's right there. Because... Oh! Oh, he gets him with the AWM. Savin. S2G in the house. You're kidding. Well, the boys from Turkey showing us how it's done. What an incredible way to end the game with the AWM. We were waiting for it, ladies and gentlemen. We were waiting for the AWM. I said it when he picked it up. I'm like, oh, he's got the AWM. Keep your eyes out for it. Well, he waited till right there at the very end to just finish it out, close it up with that big A-dog. And what a shot. What a shot. I thought maybe he's going to knock him when he started that spray, but Savin had other ideas. He had a three-letter word, AWM. What a beast. So 4 kills on the board for him, double for Cal C, a single for Timber, and Silas Pugh, as always, just there having a good time, his hands in his pockets. I'm still in shock. So yeah, they only got 7 kills, but one of them was probably one of the best I've ever seen. S2G winning the game there. Next, RUYA getting about 10. Nova, as we envisioned, fragging out, getting 11 from their positioning. Furious Gaming, not too shabby, getting about 9 kills, so they even got more than S2G. And West teams, coming out on top in game number 4 of the ESPORTS County Pro Scrims. So you can see that in the head-to-head that the next RUYA had the damage, the receive, delta and receive. They had more kills, less knockouts, less survival time, and similar points. They both had 22 points. So the MVP of this game was, of course, Savin. Savin finished the game with the AWM shot. I don't care what it says on the screen. Savin was the MVP from S2G. He finished the game using a AWM bolt-action sniper rifle. He's on the moon right now. I can't believe he's on in the top 5. But he is definitely the MVP of all our hearts with that A-dub shot to finish it off. What a beauty. It was an absolute clacker. So you can see Nova Esports have got a fair few crew in here in the top players. They had a great game as well. It's definitely going to help them in the overall rankings. They got 21 points out of it. S2G got 22, and they were tied with next RUYA for that. Furious Gaming had a total of 15, so it was a great game for them as an IHC. EVOS Reborn having a good outing as well as APG, and 628's getting a couple of points that'll help him out there. Now, who was currently in first? I think it was next RUYA that was in first. So if next RUYA was in first and they just got a chicken dinner, then that's going to be so super duper in first in the overall scheme of things now. BIGETRON having a somewhat decent game with 2 points, not the greatest. I mean, all these teams not getting quite many points at all. Navi having another shocker. Unfortunately for them, it just hasn't been their night. And FENERBAHÇE also going out quite early with minimal points. And STALWART Esports also going out early. Oh, RIP STALWART and Red Bull Rebellion. But yeah, Jimmy had the highest kills. Puppy had the highest damage. Lizerg had the longest distance kills, right on the render range of 322 meters, which is what you expect on Miramar. Puppy had the most utilities used. EVOS had the longest distance travelled, and of course Savin had the mad lad bolty shot. 66. We had 66 total knocks, 20 rescues, 66 total kills, bunch of throwables, only 8 headshots. One of them was bloody Savin's with the AWM right there at the end. The overall MVP is, of course, Savin from S2G with the AW. No, I'm just kidding. It's Kelsey now. So Kelsey's overtaken action. He's definitely not above average when it comes to assists. He doesn't help anyone. Only himself. He just helps himself to all the kills. Doesn't help his mates. What a selfish player. But he's got 2100 damage, so you know we all forgive him for his sins, and 12 kills, and he's fairly low survival time compared to some of these other players. Yekta gets in there in second with 2 grand damage, 8 kills. And next RUYA is all over it. They got Frozen up there in third. They've got Kuda in fourth. Scream VCs in fifth, representing Furious Gaming. Jimmy, the birthday boys, in 6, 9 kills, very low survival time as well. Same with Action. Action's only got 11 minutes. He's an efficient character. So here's the overall ranking. So Team Secret had a bad night. They're actually not going to be playing in the last match, unfortunately. We've got Stalwart Esports shifting down a bit as well. NIGMA Galaxy's gone down. APG's gone up. Navi's stayed about the same, which isn't good for them. EVOS have shifted up a bit too. LIVESCAPE going down. It'd be interesting to see the first page. Yeah, Stalwart, after having a great first game, they've just, we'll have to see how they go in the next one. Yeah, next RUYA is definitely still on top, but S2G have shifted right up into second place with Furious Gaming. So top 3 spots are currently West teams. So West is best tonight. 628 and Nova are in 5th and 6th, as Nova's just shot right up the board. And IHC Youth Esports are in 4th, so they're holding steady, with BIGETRON and ONIC moving down slightly in the overall rankings. All right, so that was match number 4. That was match number 4, everybody. And coming up next is match number 5 on Sanhok. And you know how crazy Sanhok gets. It's always absolute madness from start to finish. If you're just joining now, welcome. I am your host, Gangsy. This is the Esports County Pro Scrims, the home of Pro Scrims. We'll be back after a very short break for game number 5 on Sanhok. Alright, welcome back everybody to the Esports County Pro Scrims. I'm Ganksy. Now, if you haven't already and you are enjoying the scrims, we'll just check the chat, see what everyone's up to. Looks like you're all having a good time. Love your work. Got a lot of love for Turkey in the chat, yeah, and S2G, that was a great final circle. Now, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the stream. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and like the stream as well. It is greatly appreciated. So you can see here, ONIC have won the first game on Erangel. 628 took out the second match on Miramar. Furious Gaming took out the third match on Erangel, and S2G in style took out the fourth match on Miramar. Now, that AWM shot will go down in history as one of the most stylish ways to finish the games in our scrims. So it was, yeah, I'll be looking forward to watching the replay of that afterwards. And next up, we've got Sanhok, and hopefully Nova are in the lobby. Sometimes they play, sometimes they don't. I've got a feeling well, they played last night, so I've got a feeling they might play tonight because we've been moving through things quite quickly. So we should be able to get Nova in there for the last match, and hopefully we will be able to see the Nova BIGETRON Pi Nan hot drop. I know you're all keen to see it. I am as well. It's going to be awesome if it does go down. But if it doesn't, we're still going to have all the other teams going to boot camp. We'll have a bunch of teams in Pi Nan regardless of what happens. We'll have teams in hard team. It's always just pure madness at the start of our Sanhok games, so you'll definitely enjoy it, and that will be starting very soon. Any minute now, we will be on the plane over the island of Sanhok, ready to rock and roll. And just like that, here we are on the plane. Doesn't matter where it goes on Sanhok. What really matters is where is the most hectic hot drop going to be. And are Nova in the lobby? They are, and they are going to Ruins. Nova's going to Ruins, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, they're going to Pi Nan, but they jumped early. Looks like they will be joined in the Pi Nan area by possibly the REDBULL Rebellion team, or nobody. Wait, a team's playing this properly? Well, we do have the, don't worry, Bigetron's gone to boot camp. We've got STALWART Esports in here as well. It is the boot camp spectacular with NIGMA Galaxy, Bigetron, LIVESCAPE, DEWA United, and STALWART Esports. We've got knocks left, right, and centers. I hear DBSs, AKMs, M416s, M762s, as Top is cleaning up with the DBS. Eliminated already. It's going to be FENERBAHÇE. Actions taking shots with the Vector. Top's rocking the DBS, and DEWA United they are in a pickle as LIVESCAPE in the main building have managed to get a couple of knocks onto Bigetron. They have taken casualties themselves. NIGMA Galaxy still in it. They have lost a couple of players, as maybe manages to get a knock onto Freak and cleans him up with the OKM. I mean, this is what we all been waiting for. Boot Camp Madness, PMGC edition, as STALWART Esports are looking alright. Look, they've got a knock, but they should be able to get him back up. They've got hard cover to work with here. Now, remember, Top goes down as well, though. That could be a problem for STALWART Esports, as Luxy's able to swing around the back into the warehouse with the UMP, get the confirm onto Audrey. That's going to cause problems for LIVESCAPE, as Liquid goes for the drop shot, but maybe says nah. Gets the instant confirm as he's knocked by Highboy. He was committed to the confirm. Audrey might be able to spot out Highboy through the window, as looks like they could get the pick up onto Zuxi. Now, Lord's the last remaining player for NIGMA Galaxy here. He's going to have to be careful as ONIC Esports get eliminated by 6-8 up there in Hartin. Alright. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, even though the pack is starting to thin out here in boot camp, there will be more teams en route. Looks like S2G currently in an engagement with EVOS Reborn over here in Paradise Resort. You can see Savin, the god of the AWM, gets a confirm onto Micro Boy. We've got APG in the vicinity as well. And Savin now the sole remaining member of S2G, but he's got the S12K. Can he make it happen? This is going to be very difficult, and it is. So STG going out in eliminated in 13th position. We do have Navi nearby. It looks like they could be a top-up team here for the Bootcamp Madness, as Bigetron are holding the main building, putting the hurt into Stalwart Esports. Highboy goes for the lane out there. Peak is about to back into it by the looks of it. He closes the door. Looks like Stalwart Esports have got a few knocks. They're going to have to get those revives happening. Lord's peeking out as well. Looks like Tixie's caught out Yu Yang from 6-8 and got the confirm as well. So they're going to be fighting each other on rotation. Hustler from upstairs on the top of the hill, able to get a knock all the way from downtown onto Stalwart Esports, as Navi are starting to push into the boot camp area. Ladies and gentlemen, this boot camp fight is only just getting started, as Navi haven't even, they've only gotten one player in here. So, Navi's got Audrey dialed in. Oh, he's able to get a nice little refrag there with the AKM. That was a very quick peek. And the rest of Navi is still in Hartin. So, not sure what Miku was up to there, biting off a little bit more than he can chew. Highboy gets a nice knock on the Scry. All Stalwart Esports seem to have been doing in this building is just reviving each other, because they haven't left it yet, and yeah, they just seem to keep getting knocked. Everyone's got angles on them. Nova's currently on the boot camp hill, so they're going to start getting involved here in a minute. They're currently pushing up onto IHC youth team and causing a few difficulties for them, as Rambo's currently in the prone position with angle onto Paraboy. Gets that knock. He's going to go look for the confirm as well. Paraboy is almost done and dusted, as Hustler goes for the nade play against Jimmy, but it's Jimmy's birthday, and ain't nobody stopping him on his birthday. Yeah, not even a nade. Farhad goes down as well. Action doing the thing with the M416, and look at the health bars on Stalwart Esports. I mean, they've been knocked so many times, barely got anything left. And Order just mowing the lawn there. And IHC in a bad way indeed. Looks like Jimmy and King going to swing around the back. Jimmy's got the M249. And see you later, IHC. They'll have to come back for the next one, ladies and gentlemen. So Nova Esports should be able to pick up their players and join in the proceedings in boot camp, as Bigetron is still up, Stalwart Esports is still up, and next RUYA have arrived. That is right. Just when you think things were starting to quieten down, more teams have entered boot camp, and that is going to be next RUYA, Kuda, Yekta, Frozen, Nihat pulling up. Bigetron currently under attack, as Kuda is pushing through the valley in open. The only way to do it. Nihat, he knows there's a player right next to him inside the building, but he's going to go and... Oh, he could have chucked a nade into that one there. Oh, Audrey spots out Highboy, sits him right down. And Navi have entered the fray as well. This is awesome. Like, if you just when you think it can't get any better, Navi rock up. Next RUYA rock up. It's I mean, one day they'll all just cut the cheese and land here together. But Looks like Lords managed to pick up a domination here. He's still going. NIGMA Galaxy are still in it. Now, Bigetron's been eliminated due to a combination of Na'Vi, next RUYA, and STALWART. And Frozen goes down to Audrey. Audrey is just absolutely fragging out as well, getting a couple of kills on the next RUYA. Next RUYA gets getting pushed apart as Nova Esports now start to push in, as do the Red Bull Rebellion team, who are getting absolutely slaughtered by Nova Esports. You can see Jimmy's got eyes on one of the players who's on the top of the building. And just remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is Jimmy's birthday, so he's about to blow out all of these candles in the lobby with 5.56 ammunition. Top and Peak are the last remaining players from STALWART Esports. They have no meds on board. They have been knocked that many times. It is not funny. As Kitsune rolls around the back of the warehouses, Tixie is moving in as well. Audrey, who has been absolutely slaying for LIVESCAPE. Oh, Jimmy's just putting the M416. Why, Sakuden, would you push an M429 at full throttle? Jimmy does get knocked though. I think that might have been Kitsune. It was. King should be able to pick him up, but Kitsune is going to be pushing in very rapidly. Pika is prone on the deck here. Might be able to spot out Audrey. Oh, Tixie takes a nade. That's gonna chunk him down a little bit. He's got a first aid kit, but he's got to pop that off. We've only got 4 teams remaining. That's right. Like we started with like 18 teams, and they're all here in boot camp. Less than 10 minutes into the game. That's right. We don't muck around here in the Esports County Pro Scrims on Sanhok. So it's LIVESCAPE. Look at Circle. Who cares? Who cares where Circle is? We know where all the teams are. They're right here, ladies and gentlemen, in boot camp. Audrey takes a couple of hits. Kitsune spots out Pika. Top health bar still significantly reduced due to lack of healing, but that doesn't slow him down. He's able to take out King from Nova Esports, but Jimmy, if that nade bounces down the stairs, Top is basically 1 HP here. Can he get the double? He's going for the heal. He's got the DPS. See you later. See you later, Jimmy. I know it's your birthday, but mate, just like that. Just like that. Na'Vi take the chicken dinner. Kitsune. It was Na'Vi, right? That ended real quick. I don't know. It was Na'Vi. It was Buddy Kitsune that did it. I have no idea what happened there. I'm just going to watch it quickly on the stream. So, Top took out... Kitsune didn't even shoot anyone there. Was there like a grenade or something? I have no idea what happened. Okay. But good kills for Na'Vi. They didn't have the best of games earlier on, but they certainly finished with a bang. Well done to them. Tixie getting about 4, Na'Vi getting Kitsune getting 2. Let's look at some of these damage numbers. We had some big kills coming out for Na'Vi, Nova, STALWART Esports, LIVESCAPE having a brilliant game there. Especially they landed boot camp. They didn't just rock up later. They landed there. 6 kills for next RUYA. Bigetron had 6 as well. But if we look at the head-to-head between Na'Vi and STALWART, Na'Vi's not as much damage, not even dealt or received, but 8 kills, same knocks. The survival time was 8 minutes. Like, that was a quick game. That was about 12 minutes. That's what we want to see from these teams. Audrey's definitely the MVP. Audrey was all over the place in that game, getting it done. So with 4 kills, 881 damage, 9.5 minute survival time, which is pretty good for a Esports County Sanhok match. Healing done was 283. So if we look at the top players, we've got all the usuals: Audrey, Top, Jimmy, Tixie, and King. So there you go. Well done to all of our top players of all of our games of the night. With the overall match rankings, Navi got the chicken dinner, 23 points. Nova, how did Nova come second? Did Top kill Jimmy with the DBS? I have no idea what happened there. Yeah, that was bizarre. Pretty sure he did. But yeah, now I'm just really confused. Somebody explain to me what happened. But yeah, Stalwart came third somehow. And we can see Audrey had the highest kills. Well, they all had the same amount of kills, really. Audrey, Top, Jimmy, Tixie, and Frozen all had 4 kills. Audrey did have the highest damage though. Top had the longest distance kill. She's 195, not bad for Sanhok. Most utilities used was Jimmy, and the longest distance travelled was Kitsune. So all of Navi having to travel some distance to get to boot camp, as they did land in hard tin. So the match stats, we had 58 total kills, 64 knocks, 50 throwables used. Nobody even bothered looting an airdrop. It was 10 headshots. So it was only 2,500 healing. Nobody even bothered healing. And 21 revives. Yeah, it's been good scrims tonight. I think next RUYA have still taken it out. If we were to look at the overall standings, the overall MVP is going to be Frozen from next RUYA with a total of 14 kills, 2,100 damage. Look at his damage numbers there. He had 5 assists, 1,200 healing. His damage numbers are pretty extreme, but his kills are way above average. Like, only a few players getting even close to him in those kill standings. And all of the leaders. So we've got Jimmy, who it's Jimmy's birthday today. Happy birthday, Jimmy. Second there in the overall leaders. So he had 13 kills and big damage numbers, not as much survival time. And next RUYA, you're getting quite a few players in there. So Action was still in there with his 12 kills. Kelsey's up there as well. Kuda's in it, 33 Zeds. Luxy, Screen VC, Action, of course, and Audrey getting in there in the last game after that stand-up performance. So in the head-to-head, this is overall in the head-to-head. So this is the overall head-to-head. Next RUYA, 7 grand damage dealt, 6 grand damage received, 35 kills, 31 knockouts. So their average survival time and their total points is 74 compared to S2G. So I think we all know now who's going to be number 1 in the overall rankings tonight. And great to see the West teams bringing it, showing us how it's done. So you can see Frozen up against Jimmy in the head-to-head. Jimmy had a few more knocks, but Frozen had more assists. Night for next RUYA, indeed. We've been waiting for this. It's been a minute. But yeah, not a good night for Fenerbahçe and Team Secret. in last place. Hopefully we can see them pick things up in the scrims over the weekend and next week. So EVOS in 16th, shifting down a bit. APG shifting down as well. Red Bull stayed the same. DEWA United's dropped a bit. NIGMA Galaxy haven't had a great night either. So they moved down 1 in the rankings. LIVESCAPE moved up a fair bit off the back of that game. So did Navi, whereas ONIC have dropped down a bit. And ONIC got a chicken dinner. ONIC got a chicken dinner in the first game, as did Navi. But getting a chicken dinner is not enough to get on the front page, even over 5 games. So it just goes to show that there's more to the game than chicken dinners. It's all about the kills and consistency, baby. We'll see that first page very shortly. Next, RUYA have taken it out in first position with 74 points, and that consists of 35 kills. So they did get the highest amount of kills in the lobby. S2G in second with 56. Furious were pretty close in third, and that is what a result for the West teams. Next, RUYA, S2G, and Furious all doing exceptionally well. So 3 West teams in the top 3. Once again, Nova Esports shifting up a bit, so they were 4th position, and 628 in 5th. IHC dropped down a bit, so they ended up in 6th. STALWART ended up a bit further. So if we look at the seismograph in points between Nova and S2G. Okay, so you're going to have to help me read this. So the seismograph. This is going to be how many points they got over the games. It looks like 628 started out pretty strong, then had a bit of a drop-off, whereas Nova started out kind of had a bit of a drop-off in the middle and then jumped right up at the end there. So the overall stats, we had 318 kills, 32,000 healing. These are big numbers. 335 knockouts, 780 nades from. It's a lot of nades. 9 airdrops, 61 headshots. We had 100 revives over the night. And Dayoshi with the longest distance kill, 323 meters, which is outside of render range. So, I don't know, Dayoshi. You were shooting at thin air and somehow the shot landed. He's got good eyesight. So the summary of today's matches, we had ONIC Esports taking out game number 1, 628 taking out Miramar, Furious taking out the third match on Erangel, S2G of course, Savin with the AWM bolt action taking out the 4th match on Miramar, and Navi, I don't even know how they won it, but they did, taking out the Sanhok Bootcamp Special, Esports County Edition. So thank you everybody who has watched the stream, and we really do appreciate all your support. Thanks to everyone who subscribed during the stream, and thanks to everyone who liked the stream as well. It's been awesome to read all your messages in the chat and see all your support for your teams, and see a bit more positivity in as well. Always appreciated. How many likes? We got about 1.8k likes on the Esports County channel. I think on my channel I got about 120. So huge thanks to everyone who did like the stream, and thanks to everyone who has subscribed to the channel as well. I'm Gangsy. You know where to find me as always. I still want to know what the chilies mean. Nobody explained the chilies to me, so if somebody wants to reach out to me, I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Let me know what the chilies mean, because I don't get it. But we will be back again tomorrow. I'll just check the scrim timings. I think tomorrow's matches are going to be... I'm looking at the slot list as well. We've already got all the crew in there. We're actually going to have matches tomorrow around at 3 o'clock. So yeah, they're going to be around 3 o'clock. So make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell for that. And I'll catch you for that one. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good one. See you next time.